And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 5 of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. The stream got off to a slightly late start today because disaster almost struck for the second day in a row with a stream where... Well, two things. One, Streamlabs was not accepting Dolphin as a viable screen application, so it was just not displaying the picture. I got that fixed. But I also had to go and rescue the save file, because when I booted up the game, it said no save file. Would you like to create one? And that was because when I did the net play with Speedy, I had to install a memory card that had the Mario Super Sluggers on it, and the issue is that instead of swapping it, it replaced it, so I had to dig through autosave files going back to the last time I streamed, and then create it into a new memory card. And oh, dang. And it does work. It does work, actually. So, this is correct. The save file has been saved. Xatu Sweep will continue.
Xatu Sweep!
And I'm joined by Nin, because Nin was going to be on the Moneyball finale, and that didn't work. So
yeah, no chat.
So Nin's coming along for Pokemon, which might be
fine by me, definitely.
Definitely fine, because you know a lot more about Pokemon than you do baseball, so I would assume.
That is true.
Yes. Maybe one day Moneyball will be finished. I don't know. But for now, we're going to play Pokemon. But hello, Dijon Mustard and Doran Brooks and Gregster and R. Crude and Waffles 150 and Lord Pent. Luigi of the Gods. I feel like I missed somebody in there. Mari. Hello, Mari. Gonna miss Bopper streams during work when he goes back to school so much. Today is the first stream after I'm done with work that I've had in a while. Today was the first day of working, and I was talking to a new person that is now a new coworker, and I'm like convinced that this person's actually brain dead.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, because I was like, what are you gonna be doing? Like, what's your job, basically? And it was like a 10-minute circular answer where I'm like borderline convinced that like there's some pressure being put on like the spine or something. And I really don't want to do work. What I want to do is fix this team, because we caught a Tangela last time, and I kind of want to break that Tangela out.
Tangela?
Yeah, because what Tangela does is he has Solar Beam and Sunny Day.
Oh, yeah.
So, and Sunny Day is going to be nice for Flamethrower and
Yes.
Solar Beam. Yes, by fix I do mean add Tangela. I will use Tangela. Hello, Audrey. You got filibustered? Yeah, I did get filibustered at work. Except every sentence was like this. Yeah, man. Yeah. And I was like, God damn. I think we'll just finish this dungeon out without running back. I don't feel like running all the way back. It might reset the box puzzles anyway. So,
oh yeah.
I think we'll stick to Billy Gaming for now, but if Billy is who gets swapped, then I probably don't want him getting experience.
Yeah.
And hello, Nathan.
Fair enough.
So last time we did not go in here. Ooh.
I ambushed you inside this small room at the very end of it. Yeah.
In the small room at the very end of it, where we can also see the ceiling. Like, these are high ceilings, I guess. Snittle?
Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh no! It's
Wait.
a gimmick team.
Oh, wait. Oh, what the
Super
fuck is
gimmick.
this team? Oh, Jesus. Well, we've got Shedinja dealt with at the very least.
Yeah.
Shedinja's done for. Shedinja's whole thing is what? It has 1 HP, and it can only be hit by things that are super effective. Like, that's its gimmick, right?
Yeah. You could actually use Roar to swap out the with it. And deal with it later.
Let's deal with it now.
Okay. I hope you don't die.
I'm not killing it in one shot. I mean, if it Destiny Bonds me... Does it Destiny Bond a single Pokemon?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not
Just
like
the
it puts Destiny Bond and then whoever kills it dies. It's got to pick one.
Yeah.
Is Vibrava? Vibrava's not a gimmick Pokemon. That's just a dragon type.
That is true. Or maybe you could call its gimmick being destroyed by ice attacks.
Yeah. Oh,
Look how
fuck.
little damage you did and how much damage that did.
Well, that hits you back for double, correct?
Yeah.
So, and it's like all a matter.
You should deal with the others first.
I really should, but that's a turn 3 solution, I think. Okay, he didn't do it. Now if he kills us,
He moves last. He moves last.
yes,
Oh.
yes.
The clutch. That should one-shot though.
Hell yeah! Never melt ice plus stab plus
1
super
HP
effective.
like Shedinja.
Yeah. Sfeel has got real Shedinja energy here because now it dies to everything.
Yeah. Magneton.
Ooh. Oh, what? Magneton.
Ooh.
He's also on my 3DS. Maybe I need to,
Yeah.
Okay, we don't really need to keep Jolteon around, do we?
Yeah, why not both?
Why not?
Okay,
What-
yeah. But I guess
Magneton's so
Wait,
cool.
let me check how good it is. I checked Firo because I like Firo, but its moves are so bad in this game.
Yeah. Well, if Magneton's got some good moves,
Oh.
you know, like if it gets electric
It has
is sort of a weird type.
Thunder
though.
Wave? Yeah, it has Thunder Wave. Good. Arc.
Does it have Thunderstruck
No.
or Thundershock? It doesn't
has
get Thundershock?
It doesn't, but it doesn't get Thunderbolt or Thunder. Just Zap Cannon.
Well, how is Zap Cannon?
Oh, it's 100 power, always paralyzes, 50 accuracy.
Jesus.
And
is-
at level 62, so.
Level 62?
Yeah, maybe not.
Magneton sucks. I'm eating Bucky's rock candy, by the way.
Ooh, rock candy.
I should not be doing that because I get the tooth pulled tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's celebrate by ruining my tooth before it gets pulled. Ruin it some more.
Yeah! Break it down.
What are the odds this fucker's use Destiny Bond at that HP?
It has to be faster than you. And it's not faster than you, so
Oh,
you can
Destiny Bond
Yeah.
can only work if it goes faster.
Yeah.
So basically, I should just cook the Wobbuffet now that I can kill it
Yeah.
in one shot.
That's why I suggested dealing with it last, because then you can just stall that out.
Wobbuffet Shadow Tag
Yeah,
prevents...
exactly.
Fuck!
Exactly that.
Well, Bollyval will die and it gives us a free switch, I suppose.
Free switch.
Does
Yeah.
Aurora Beam... Is Ice super effective against Steel?
No, it's bad against Steel.
Okay.
He resists everything, pretty much.
I thought I was gonna game, but then I got Shadow Tagged.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
the gimmick of the other Pokemon is they all have trapping abilities.
Oh, do they? Does Magneton?
Yeah, Magneton has Magnet Pull that only works on Steel types, and
He just dropped
And
Shadow
not the
Hold
brother,
on us
but
now.
the pre-evolution of that has a really
Wow,
trap.
we still can't get out.
Wow. What a strategy.
Magneton got good physical defense. Like, if I hit it with this flamethrower, how
It's
bad is it
probably
gonna
cooked.
die?
It is very cooked. I would
Steel
not
resist-
risk that.
Steel resists dark, correct?
Not in this game.
Not-
Yes, in this game, never mind.
People are saying
it
steel
does.
resists
Yeah.
like everything. What does
Yeah.
steel not resist? Like ground, I guess, is super effective in fighting. Is it fire, fighting, and ground that are super effective on steel, and then it resists like everything else?
Yeah, does resist water and electric and...
Well, let's see if we can get this thing down.
yeah.
Does
It
it
changed...
Because this was the typing that they changed in Gen 5, right?
Later even, I think. Was it Gen 6 or Gen 7, I think. But yeah, they made it neutral to Dark and Ghost. Because it doesn't make sense.
Steel resisting dark is one of those things where it's like, what the fuck is dark type anyway?
Yeah.
It's so dark. Kill this person? Yes or no? It resists psychic, for sure.
Yeah, that's still the case.
Well,
Nightshade does fixed damage.
I was gonna say Nightshade might actually be my money ticket here. Let's see how much it does.
Yeah. Should do like a bit less than half.
If it does less than half, that's elite. If it does more than half, we've got a problem.
No way. It has bad HP, but not that bad. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty bad. Does that thing survive another bite, you think?
Oh, you could crit, don't forget.
I could, but I could also make it flinch so that it can't shadow hold me again.
What does that even do to you?
I mean, it's either that or I just start chucking balls. I think it's time to just start chucking balls.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll bite it and chuck a ball. How about that? Like, if we don't get it on the first one and it dies, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Man, I want to use this thing instead of Jolteon, but it doesn't get Thunder Shock. That's insanity.
No, it has Thunder. Even has Spark, which is a bit stronger. That's
Wait,
65.
Wait, what's the good one? What's the really good? What's the one?
Thunderbolt.
Oh, Thunderbolt.
But Jolteon also doesn't get it, so you would have to use a TM for both of them.
There we go.
Nice.
And it didn't shadow hold us. Oh, man.
I'm glad.
What does Baton Pass? Does Baton Pass? I wonder if it's gonna... I assume it fails because of the shadow hold.
Oh, I actually don't know.
We'll never know.
We will never know.
Yeah, Jolteon is, like, really good. Like, if... Jolteon's, like, super fast and hits super hard.
Yeah.
Magneton's cool. I guess if Magnezone existed in this game, I'd probably go for it, but...
Yeah.
Without Magnezone, it's probably not worth it. And I can't keep doing this with every Pokemon I see. Because every time I see a new one, I'm like, I want to use it, let me use it. Magneton gets Rain Dance and Thunder, which may conflict with Tangela Sweep. Yeah, I guess we just got to make a call then. Which Gen 1 Bozo are we going to use? I've never used Tangela, so...
Yeah. Do you think Tangela is strong?
It gets Sunny Day and Solar Beam.
Okay.
In a game with double battles and Louis standing right next to it with Sunny Day flamethrowers, so... Seems pretty strong.
Yeah. Oh, you wanna hear something funny? Like in Gen 1, we only had special and they split it in special, attack and defense, right?
Right.
Tangela had 100 special, and they changed special defense. Guess what it is now?
Okay, so it was originally 100. I'm gonna guess they made it 60.
40.
40? That's even worse.
And in Gen 4, they gave it an evolution again because it's that.
They made it. It was really good. Then they made it so bad they had to give it an evolution.
It wasn't even good.
Is the Tangela evolution good? Like Tangorath or Tangle or whatever it's called?
Tangalus. I think it's okay.
I think you just made that name up. That's not what it's actually called, right? Fuddler?
Tangalus? Tangrove.
Tangrove.
You actually said the German name.
Okay, you. That's right. You play the German versions.
No, I play the English versions, but you said the German name. Or guessed the German name for some reason.
Did.
That's confused me.
Okay, here's a quick question.
Tangrove,
Golem is
yes.
rock ground. What's better, water or ice? Or are they both the same?
Water is double super effective.
So
Because rock is not weak to ice.
Okay, so water's times 4, ice is times 2.
Yeah.
Golem is so tough. Did you ever get any trait evolutions as a kid? Like your Machamps and Golems and Gengars and Alakazams?
Not really. But that was more because I actually had a link cable, but people just didn't use those Pokemon for some reason.
Yeah.
And we were dumb kids, so we didn't even know.
See, my problem... These Pokemon were so cool. Golem was so cool. Because you just couldn't use him.
Yeah. Exactly. You can't use this?
They
It's
put
cool.
the Golem, Gengar, Alakazam, like... To be fair, Gen 1, the Abra line is so good that, like, you can just beat it with Kadabra easily.
Yeah.
Alakazam is just overkill. Like, you don't need that shit. I'd say that, like, they've kind of lost the appeal a little bit because now you can just online trade and now we have the internet. It's like, if I wanted to go get, like, a Gengar in Sword and Shield or whatever, or Scarlet Violet, I just hit literally anybody up, and then it gets done.
Yeah.
But back in the day when it's like, you didn't have the internet, and you only had, like, the 4 people in your life that you knew that played Pokemon, and one of them was probably a sibling, so if we didn't have the link cable growing up, so we couldn't... Because, like, the link cable is a crazy thing to ask for like, a birthday or Christmas or something. It's like, I don't want another game, I want the link cable. Like, if the option ever came up, I would ask for another game before I'd ever ask for the link cable.
Did they bundle the link cable with Game Boy?
Chat, Chat, was there any... I know that I have... I actually have it right here. Let me go get it. I have the wireless link cable because it did come with at least some copies of Fire Red and Leaf Green in the US.
Oh yeah, I have those too, you're right. Yeah.
But for some reason, we only had the one, or it didn't work. Because I had Fire Red, my sister had Leaf Green. But we only had one of those wireless cables, so I don't know if we got it used or what it was, but...
Wow.
This is like the least fair fight in history.
Yeah.
Never had the wireless ones. People are saying never had the wireless. You bribed your brother so you could borrow his DS and trade between the Gen 4 and 5 games. We used to, that's how we'd get all the starters. We'd have like when Pokemon Black and White came out, me and like 2 of my cousins, we were like, one of our games is going to be the dummy game really quick. So we're going to start, play far enough to trade the starters over, and then reset that file several times so that then we can have all the starters and not have to do it later and lose all of our Pokedex progress. That's the dumbass shit you'd have to do, because at that time, you don't have to do that, because like all you have to actually do is like breed an egg. But we didn't know that you could breed eggs. So that was our way around it. So that we could try to complete the Pokedex. Because we just assumed once the starter evolved, you could never get that Pokemon again.
Yeah, I mean, it was like that in the first gen, and then like, oh, breeding, what's that? They never really told you.
Well, because breeding starts in Gen 2, because it has the whole egg tutorial with the Togepi, but it's like...
It's like, yeah, you get an egg, cool. And what?
You just walk around and eventually it hatches and it's... yeah, Billy fucking sucks. I'm not gonna use Billy. Can anyone on this team learn Earthquake, I wonder?
Billy.
Well, you know,
Oh,
other
Zatu.
than Billy. Can Zatu learn Earthquake? Which...
No.
well,
I wish.
I don't want Zatu to learn Earthquake because Zatu is Earthquake synergy. He needs to be the other guy there dodging the Earthquakes while he's shooting Psychic.
True. I actually think Tank Growth might learn Earthquake, but that's not in the game anyway.
Can we hack the game? This is not a good lineup to start with. We're gonna have to have a turn of switching here. Ooh, but I don't trust Spock to survive this. I don't trust Zatu to survive this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll take our chances. If he dies, it's a free switch. That's the way you got to think about these things sometimes.
Did you plan to evolve Volleyball?
As of right now, the plan is to not evolve Volleyball. Now, if the game's difficulty starts ticking up, yeah, we'll probably evolve him, but for now...
Oh wait, it can learn Earthquake. I thought only the evolutions could, but no, it can actually learn Earthquake.
Wait, can Sfeel learn that? Yeah. Bopper, I watched that Mario Baseball stream. You were getting straight gimmicks, bro. I was fucking tilted in that... Like, the first game was an adjustment. Like Speedy just cleared me on the first game. That second game was fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah, I just caught the end of it.
I was so mad.
Just put it on easy. Easy batting.
Easy batting. I don't even know if easy bat... They call it easy batting. I don't... Damn! What the hell is this, What is this
but
crap?
only has rapid spin, so whatever.
The Thwomp home run denial made me sick. I do think... I'll use Aerial Ace. Let's save my Psychic PP.
Yeah.
When the fuck does Feel evolve? I think it's 32, right? 32 is Feel?
32, I think so. Yeah, it was 32.
So, if Sfeel can learn Earthquake, then that means here's our power teams. Here's our sweeping duos. Tangela, Houndoom, and Sfeel, Zatu. Like, that's going to be our teams. Like, I guess we got to think about this in terms of pairs. Those are our guys right there.
Yeah.
Can we learn Hail so that if the game ever throws another Shedinja at me, it just dies instantly?
You could.
I saw somebody earlier mention Shedinja versus Hail, and I think that
It's very funny.
Steel used to resist Ghost too. That's fucked up beyond all belief. How the fuck is Steel resisting Ghost? I figure...
I mean, I can understand Psychic if you see Psychic as like moving objects around and throwing them around.
Like,
what even is Ghost and Dark?
well, Alakazam's whole... Wait, let me look up Alakazam. Alakazam bends spoons, right? Like metal spoons?
Yeah, exactly.
He should be able to fuck up a little steel beam. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. Too much steel and he can't do it.
Yeah, probably.
See, that's deep right there. I have only ever used Venomoth in Let's Go Pikachu. We're gonna blast this Hariyama to pieces.
Oh, DJ Mustard, are you doubting Tangela's sweeping potential?
It learns Solar Beam.
It learns Solar Beam, and it has the ability Chlorophyll, which doubles its speed in Sun.
Yeah, and Solar Beam in the Sun doesn't have to recharge. Why has he got these tanky bros?
Well, there's the answer.
Okay, so they have like they're like a whole thing. Okay. So Perp 6 is gonna put that Venomoth in catching range, and then we're gonna ice the Hariyama.
I remember as a kid when I did like the second gym in Emerald.
No!
Sapphire with the Makuhita that used Arm Thrust. It demolished my entire team with that move, and now it does like 4 damage.
I'm excited to replay Gen 3 at some point because there's some fucking Ooh. Ooh, Weeping Bell. Victory Bell to me is like the most terrifying Pokemon in the Pokemon universe.
Just don't read the Pokedex entries.
Yeah, no, it's a thing. I've talked about it a ton, so I'm not going to like relitigate it here, but I remember during Scarlet and Violet, we talked about like what Pokemon in real life would be like horrifying, and I always picked Victory Bell because it's literally like a 7-foot tall mouth. Like, that just will eat you. Like, I would not ever want to fucking run into this thing. Let's smash it with a little aerial ace here. That shouldn't be too deadly. This guy's tanky, right?
Yeah. Okay, should I read the first Pokedex entry
yes!
of Victory Bell?
Which gen is this for the Pokedex entry?
Red-blue.
Red-blue, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Said to live in huge colonies deep in jungles. Although no one has ever returned from there.
Then where did they come from? How did they get to Kanto? Like, I guess it is Bellsprout. You know, because I just thought about it. You can catch Bellsprout, but you can't catch Victory Bell. So it's like, maybe they migrate as they like evolve or something.
Yeah. They need a leaf stone, so maybe there's just a big leaf stone and there's some kind of hive.
Maybe they migrate towards like natural. It's like horses and salt licks. Like there's leaf stone quarries that Weeping Bells like naturally drift towards. I don't know. All right, well, Angic has been defeated. Have you beat in chest muscle size? Nobody tell this guy that the chests have more than one muscle. Are you suggesting that coconuts migrate? Any bug Pokemon would be terrifying. I mean, imagine Venom. What's it called?
Venonat?
Venonat. That one's a tongue twister to me. Imagine Venonat in real life. Oh my god.
Cool. I think the ice cream cone migrates.
How big is Venonat? You're talking about the ice cream cone from like Gen something 5?
Gen 5.
A Venomoth just like landing on you.
Oh, God.
I mean, Tyranitar would actually be... I mean, he's literally a dinosaur.
But small, kind of.
Tyranitar is not as big as you would expect, but like, that also wouldn't... That doesn't make me feel better about Velociraptors compared to T-Rex, you know? At the end of the day, Tyranitar is still a gigantic dinosaur that will eat you.
It's 6'7".
Look, all I'm saying is that, like...
Okay, do you want to know how big Venonat is?
How big is Venonat?
3'3", half the size of a Tyranitar.
Still, but, like, have you seen the teeth on that Tyranitar? Like, a Velociraptor's really small, but, like, that shit will eat you.
Yeah, okay.
Like, it will eat you alive. It actually might be worse that way. Because if Tyranitar was, like, T-Rex size, it would kill you instantaneously. Like, you would just die instantly the second it bit you. But, like... I think it's actually scarier, the fact that it's smaller.
Yeah, like in those games, like Dark Souls. The big enemies are pushovers, but when you face the human enemy, you know what's up.
Yes, like... Or the giant butt guys in Lost Izalith that no one ever fights. Like, just the legs. Yeah. Like, they're chumps. Okay, we've got Earthquake.
Are you gonna teach it?
If Spheal can learn it. I'll believe it when I see it. Like, I don't distrust you, but it's so fantastical that I'm not ready to believe.
You should have taught it before this fight.
What is Akrod about to like? What is Grumpig?
Grumpig.
Is he dark poison?
Psychic.
What? He's
Yeah.
literally purple and black. That's dark poison. Come on, game.
A purple pig and a purple pig.
What the fuck? This is such a bad lineup to deal with this. Is Ghost super effective against Psychic?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just gonna fuck up Grumpig first.
sounds good.
If you're gonna color, okay, here's my philosophy. If you're gonna color your Pokemon, if you're gonna give them colors, color code them properly. Purple is Psychic or Poison. No, purple's Poison. Look at Muck. Blue is Water. Yellow is Electric. It's really as simple as that. Damn, he's tanky.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Nice leftovers. Maybe it's physical bulk. Maybe Water Gun will give him a little...
Yeah.
Mess him up a little bit more. Oh, damn. That is not what I needed.
Oh, it's probably also resistant to ice and fire because of its ability.
What is its ability?
Big cat. Maybe. Could be.
Oh, fuck. Grimace is down.
No.
Grimace only has 6 levels to evolving, so... That's pretty good. Perp 6, get in there. Get rid of this Seadra. Kingdra exists at this point, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah, Kingdra's Gen 2, right? That was a Gen 2
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah, it is. Oh, you want more dragons? Here you go.
You want a dragon that's not fucking ass? Like, because Dragonite's one of those Pokemon that's, like, purely good because of its stats. And, because what, Gen 1, the only dragon move was fixed damage. And it was also only... It could also only be technically super effective in Dragonite versus Dragonite fights.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Luigi. Like, if Dragonite was normal flying, it would actually be better. Which is very insane. I know you could copy it.
Camerupt. Pure Fire or Fire Rock?
Fire ground.
Okay, so we're gonna hit him with a little double kick action. And drop a flamethrower on Grumpig here. Oh, gross. He's trying to block mental damage.
No, that blocks status moves.
Oh.
So, whatever.
Nice.
Nice.
Grumpig is surprisingly annoying. Did not like that guy.
Yeah.
We don't really have a good... We don't really have a good way to deal with Psychic types, except for the fact that I have 2 Pokemon with Bite that I forgot about. But when you when you factor in that I'm just gonna forget the moves that I have, I just don't really have a good way to deal with it. Ooh, Seeking. I had 2 Dark-type moves on the field and was just like, what if I use neither?
Just play too much and one
asking,
where Bite is normal.
are older Pokemon typically outclassed in the newer games? Are they?
Yeah.
Lord Penton says yes, they are. I don't. I thought they updated the movesets pretty regularly.
Yeah, they do, but still. You know how it is.
Has there been stat creep?
Yeah, a lot. In Gen 1 it was like, oh, you have a base stat of 100, that's so much, that's so strong. And now it's like, oh, you have a base stat of 150?
Mediocre.
Whatever.
That's really weird.
Well, stuff like Charizard got a lot of Mega Illusions and whatever, so they are still viable, I guess. Because Game Freak wants them to be viable.
Yeah.
Because people like Charizard.
And I guess, too, the really popular ones. Because didn't we get to a point... Chat, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I've heard this before. Didn't it get to a point where like Pikachu was actually like kind of low-key better than Raichu? Or like there was an argument, there were situations where it would be because
It is better than Raichu.
Because they give it so much stuff because Pikachu's so popular.
Yeah. Even in Gen 2, there was the item Light Ball, which just doubles its attack and special attack. And
Raichu can't use that shit.
Yeah. So Pikachu's a lot stronger than Raichu.
My god. That's so, like, poor Raichu.
Yeah. It's really sad to see. Why even make it evolve?
Okay. This is an interesting question, then, that I wonder. It's probably not that interesting, but it's something I'm wondering about. So, the, like... We've talked about, like, the most popular and least popular Pokemon, and I think it's the... It was the elemental monkeys that are the least popular. I wonder how many fully evolved Pokemon are less popular than their unevolved Pokemon, unevolved forms.
Oh, yeah.
On that popularity. It'd probably be difficult to count, but I'd be curious what those numbers look like. Spheal? Oh, hell yeah. Spheal, yeah. I'd say Spheal, Pikachu, probably Jigglypuff, because who gives a fuck about Wigglytuff? Vulpix. Really? I thought people liked Ninetales. Meryl, maybe, because Meryl, anything that was like, I guess, an icon. Is Raichu less popular than Pichu? That would be the real depressing thing. There's no way. There's no way.
Guess who's not in Smash? Guess who's not in Smash?
This is a good point. I'm gonna go get me a tea really quick. While chat throws out these ideas.
Empoleon is the best starter ever. I don't enjoy Imperial. Meowth, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. It's actually really hard to come up with that. Mudkip. Is it? It's a meme, but I also like Swampert a lot. The director of the anime called Empoleon ugly. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Good thing I'm not watching that anymore. Most starters. Spoink! Spoink is so sad. I did not bring up Spoink in the past battle. Because I did not want to read its Pokédex entry. It is still insane that they didn't put Delphox but Braixen in Pokken. Give all these evolved Pokemon fighting, and Pikachu, I guess, and V mid-evolution. When is a middle evolution even popular?
Okay,
Reptane, I guess?
acquired.
T acquired.
T acquired. It's Liquid to Death. Which is
my favorite.
I love Liquid Death.
Right after Gamer's Delight.
Yeah. It is iced tea, agave, and vitamins. I don't know. It's not like an energy drink. There's no added caffeine. It's just trying to be edgy, I guess, but it's really good. I'm just seeing a lot of Pokemon go through chat, so...
Yeah, I was saying, like, what's a popular middle evolution?
Popular middle evolutions?
Yeah, because, like, Delphox, they put breaks in the middle evolution in Pokken.
Because middle evolution... Wait, which one?
The Gen 6 Firestarter, Braixen. The Fox thingy. They put the middle evolution in Pokemon Tekken.
Because I'd always figured that for 3-tier ones, that the middle evolution, my guess would usually be the least popular.
Yeah.
Not always. Like, there are ones that are just really cool, like Haunter. Or ones like...
Reptane.
I don't even know who that is.
Gen 3 starter.
I had no idea. I thought that was Grovyle.
Oh yeah, Grovyle. I'm messing up all the names. Oh my god.
It's all the German names. Yeah, like just taunting you.
The funny thing is, I'm picking the German names wrong. just like in the English pronunciation, which is insane.
Well, I guess it's got to be hard. Like when you played Pokemon as a real little kid, was
Yeah.
it all in German?
Yeah, I started playing it in English in like Black White 2.
Mhm.
So I don't know if we knew Pokemon in German.
It's really like... Okay, there's nothing interesting and new you can say about Pokemon, because everything that could ever be said about Pokemon has been said. But I was thinking about it, because, like, we were talking about how the older Pokemon get outclassed. And, like, one of the ways that they've tried to deal with that, I would guess, is adding the evolutions. Like, I would guess that's why Pokemon like Tangela and Lickitung and stuff have gotten evolutions.
Yeah, exactly. Or they get new strong abilities.
Yeah. The thing that confuses me more than anything is like the everyone makes fun of the Gen 4 fire type situations. I don't understand how that game introduced Magmortar, and Magmortar is one tough motherfucker, and they just didn't have him in the game. They had what was it, Ponyta instead?
Yeah.
That's so weird. It's the Gen 2 problem. It's like, I don't understand why some Pokemon games introduce, like, cool Pokemon and then they're just not in the game.
That's so weird. Oh, Lauch is saying German Pokemon names are better. I guess it's a fellow German.
Who said that?
Plus called Lauch.
Hmm.
Sounds like a German name.
Yeah. One day I'll learn German on Duolingo. Today was day 180 of Spanish Duolingo.
Ooh. Nice.
I cannot speak Spanish at all, but I am getting to the point where I can read sentences now, like decently well.
That's good.
If they are entirely within the vocabulary that I have learned.
Dude, you hate Duolingo? Isn't Duolingo starter in Sun and Moon?
What was that guy's name? I don't remember any. I don't know any of the starter names except for Fuecoco.
Oh.
Or Fueco.
Sun and Moon
Because
was
it's Fuecoco
Rowlet.
Puff. Mm.
The old thingy.
Magmar isn't
No,
even in
it's-
Diamond and Pearl. Also, hello,
Yeah.
Starry. But no. Wait, was Magmortar? Did they add some of those evolutions in Platinum, or are they all in Diamond and Pearl?
I think they're done and Pearl, but they only few transferable Pokemon. When they added a lot more in Platinum.
Imagine bringing in Licky and then not giving the people what they want with early accessible Lickitung.
Imagine you're on Route 1 and see all these small Pokemon like rats and pigeons and whatever, and then this adds weird thing with a giant tongue.
You'll have to help me with this pronunciation, but Loesch says Butterfree, for example. In German, its name is Smetbo. That sounds so much better.
Metbo.
Is it Smetbo? Can you, wait, say it again
Yeah.
now that I'm actually listening to you.
Metbo.
Smetbo. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty good.
How's Pokemon XD going? It's going really well. This game is quite a bit easier than XD. Or, I don't know how XD can be easier than XD. It's easier than Colosseum. But it's still a ton of fun. It's a little snappier game, but... Yo, wait! Shadow Arbok? I didn't even register.
Ooh.
Arbok's so tough. I don't know. Do I want this guy? I'll catch him. Probably not going to use him because I want Muck, but still, Arbok's tough, so...
Okay, so
You know-
Pokemon Go on PF counter.
I feel like every single Pokemon that I've seen so far, I've called tough. I don't know who the not tough Pokemon are. I feel like Jolteon, not tough. I'm gonna be honest. Not a Jolteon fan. I'm not a Eevee fan. I get.
Same.
Oh man, I get Eevee's gimmick, but I'm not huge on it. As a resident Jolteon fan, I revoke your gamer card, says Gregster. Oh, you can have it. I am not a card-carrying member of gamers. That's not me, bro.
Eevee fans and shambles.
I feel like a lot of the Eevee designs are just sort of eh. And they also haven't done the coolest EVs they could have done. Which, let's be real, if they had Steel-type EV,
Yeah.
that would go hard as fuck.
If they have a gimmick like that, like at least do that.
Yeah. Revoke you of your Gilliam card. No one... You can take the Gilliam card from me, but you can't take me from the Gilliam. Or however, I don't know how I would say that, but... Leafeon should have been Treevee. Like, name a Steel-type EV Stevie. Okay, Bolivol is about to pretend evolve. So...
And learns Earthquake. Boot it up.
Oh, it can! It can! Do we really give Spheal Earthquake, the most powerful move in the game, to a non-stab type Pokemon? We're not using Billy anymore, Clint, because Billy is being replaced by Tangela.
I mean, who else is gonna learn it? Who cares? You committed to this Pokemon.
I did.
Nice.
Besides, it's Pokemon. This game is for actual babies. And I don't mean that in like the insulting way. I mean like this game is meant to be beat by 8-year-old. Ow! Ow! Big Poppy! No! You're hurting me again. No, no! I didn't mean to do that.
Why Tangela over Weeping Bell? Actually, no, we go to the advanced strategies. Tangela has high defense and resists Earthquake. So in a pinch, you can also switch your Tangela into a Spheal Earthquake.
Yes, you can switch Tangela in. Tangela also has Sunny Day and Solar Beam, which comps, and then that also synergizes with Louie. We love Louie around here. We also love... Okay, am I the only one ready for Spheal Earthquakes with Natu synergy?
Natu. Should have kept Natu.
Just an entirely unevolved run. We wiped them out. We killed them all.
Just
the women and the children too.
Only a spherical Pokemon, like Natu.
Yeah.
Spheal. What?
If I was a PokeTuber... Oh, this is perfect for Earthquake!
Perfect!
Finally, real Earthquake hours. Big Poppy is perched on my arm right now like he's a bird.
Oh my god.
Why'd you get rid of Body Slam instead of Hail, though? You never know when I'm gonna want Hail to kill a Shedinja.
Exactly. Maybe you can do some Blizzard stuff.
Oh shit! They know what's coming!
I mean, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, Celio's still gonna die. Well, probably not. No! No! Oh my god! How is he doing the same strat I'm doing at the same time as me? What the fuck?
Insane.
Earthquake on Earthquake violence from a Spheal and a Celio. This is fucked up.
Actually, you beat Celio this turn. Crazy.
Damn. Well, we still got him.
Body Slam? Or like...
No, no, okay, okay.
Bad.
Come on, Spheal, be faster than this No!
What?
Yes! He missed!
Get destroyed.
Come on, Volleyball. Kill him. Oh, that's so bad. The damage is so bad. I have not saved since I used this TM. Maybe I should do take backsies.
I mean, maybe if you evolve.
Maybe if I evolve. If I evolve, the stats are like it's actually going to be crazy if I evolve. Like the damage I'm going to be doing. Okay, here's what I'm actually thinking.
Much better at least.
No,
and
not.
that's Feel evolve level 32. Technically, if you wanted to.
Yes, Feel evolves now.
And then at 44. And that's Blizzard at 43, so it's just evolve at 43 and then again next level.
Yeah. But yes, Feel is one of my favorite no evolution Pokemon. Don't tell me this guy's also got EQ.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Oh, it's just like that Colosseum fight. Oh, they're gonna run it on everyone. Come on, Louie. Louie, yes!
Ooh.
I think I got... There's no way I don't outspeed both these motherfuckers.
No, you certainly outspeed.
Probably don't kill Slowking, but...
What if you spy it? Ah, wouldn't have killed. Would have killed, maybe.
Lairon, there's no way Lairon survives this.
Nah.
Unless he's Rock Steel, it doesn't matter.
It is Rock Steel.
but Flamethrower's just like that.
I thought that's why you said perfect, because Earthquake is double very effective. 4 times.
Oh, goodbye, Louie. Or Perp 6? Okay.
What?
Hey, we take it. The AI in this game is also significantly dumber than it was in the previous game. Oh, perfect!
That's so obvious.
What a Dumbo! I should have targeted Flamethrower to the Slowking spot, though. I should have seen it coming.
True, it works.
So I'm gonna guess this is his next EQer that we've got to kill.
Yeah.
Primate learns it.
Yeah.
Oh
wait,
shit! No, it can't use it. It can't because it's not a shadow move.
Yeah. Oh no, it actually doesn't. No, it does. No, I'm blind. You should just Thunderbolt this.
I should have, but it feels good to.
It feels good, I know.
Yeah.
But it's actually way weaker.
It is, I'm sure, because it was the wrong attacking. No stab, and it was going off of the completely wrong stat.
Yeah.
I do like Primate, but I've used Primate in Gen 1 multiple times, so...
You can also learn Thunderbolt.
You know what Pokemon's bad? Nidoking and Nidoqueen. They're tough. I love using them in Gen whatever. You know what? Let's get Grimace out there.
I think you made chat very mad.
Oh, I think that's because I said they're bad. I didn't mean bad as in they suck. I meant bad as in they're tough.
And badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, weak.
Because I use, like Nidoking is, like, the biggest cheat code in history for Gen 1.
Yeah. And you can just get him slow early.
Mm-hmm. The fact that you get it so early is honestly disgusting.
It is. You could also get a Fable very early.
Wait, does Feel... Oh, what the fuck? Why are we...
Oh no.
There's so many. Okay. Hypno's one of those Pokemon that, like, just not memorable to me.
Really?
Yeah, I completely forgot about it when I did the Sporkle.
Oh, wow. Stranger danger, yeah.
Something
I thought
about...
Hypno was infamous.
Something about Hypno. Just not a fan. Let's hit it with the Shadow Punch.
I don't think anyone likes it now.
Look, there's a reason why Farfetch'd has gotten... There's a reason why Mr. Mime has gotten a new evolution before Hypno ever has. Not Xatu, no! I love Xatu. Look at that. Oh shit, this dude's tough.
Zato also didn't get an evolution because it's already perfect.
I might lose this fight.
Nah, you have Billy.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, too, this fight's easy now that I know the gimmick going in, like what the turn 1 strat is. I'm just going to kill this Hypno. Like, I would have caught the Primate by miscalculated damage. This guy I'm just going to kill. I don't care.
Yeah. Just read chat and you will feel better about it.
Gregster likes Hypno, but that appears to be the only Hypno stand we have. I'm a little irritated about this Feel Earthquake thing because the only Earthquake it got off was really weak, but I'm sure I'll grow into it.
Yeah.
Especially as it levels up and its stats get better, you know?
I mean, it hits both Pokemon, so...
It is a shame, though, that Feel doesn't have, like, 3 or even 2 evolutions. You know?
Yeah, weird.
Just, I think it's, like, it's really disappointing. I just don't know what we're, I just don't know why we're getting this close-up of Feel. Like, it's not that spectacular. Like, I get it was a good fight, but, you know, not really the MVP. Like, kind of 4th string, but... That's quite enough, except that you have lost.
Oh, it's so wicked.
Embrace the Feel Evos, Heathen. I'm just trying to get Blizzard early. What level does Feel get Blizzard in Gen 3?
43.
That's worth delaying the evolution.
Yeah, and then you can evolve it at 43 and again at 44, and it's perfect.
When does Wailerin get it?
For you 164.
Level 1564?
50.
I didn't know. 50, okay. Yeah, I'd rather save the 7 levels. I'm also just still not going to evolve it when I get Blizzard. Unless the game just... if the final boss is what everyone says, then I'll pop 2 rare candies, but... Well, and Muck is 37, so we're getting close on Big Muck.
Big Muck.
Big Muck.
Slugma, but good.
Slugma's so ass. I did get a comment, though, from someone saying Slugma's actually good. And they were very upset. Slugma stands are upset at me right now. I've upset the Slugma community. So...
How many people do you need for a community?
Well, just more than one, I think.
Okay, that's tough.
To be technical. I'm gonna keep it $1.50 to everybody in chat. I'm not even gonna lie and pretend like I actually read what happened in that cutscene. Like, I think we need to go back to Suck or someone in Phoenix City or Pyrite and talk to him.
Something.
Slugma is useful for hatching eggs. Yeah, doesn't Slugma have like that ability that increases the hatch rate?
Yeah, no,
like it heats up the eggs.
Yeah, it does. Also, the Pokédex entry from Macago states that it is as hot as the surface of the sun.
What? How does it not just melt through the earth? Like, isn't that how that works? I don't know.
I hope so.
Maybe it's not, but I feel like the sun would melt the earth. Maybe because Macargo's just like a tiny sun. He's not big enough. How do I get to this other stuff in here?
Just push on some Poké food.
You know what? Did I ever go down those steps? Right there? Maybe I didn't. I came up here. Maybe I didn't go down that way. Very important that we get Grimace to evolve, I think. But we're going to keep running Earthquake strats for now. That's also very important. Ooh.
Okay,
Grimace has
what
been
did you
dying.
get?
A rare candy and 3 Ultra Balls.
I was trying to find Slugma's Pokédex entry to find out how hot that one is.
Not nearly as... Hey, look. If the Slugma community is to be believed, Slugma is hot. Slugma stonks are on fire right now. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how the frick we're supposed to get...
Okay, Slugma is very
over
funny.
here.
The first Pokédex entry is, it never sleeps, full stop.
That's it.
No. It has to keep moving because if it stopped, its magma body would cool and harden.
Oh, that's so sad. That's a shame. The amount of Slugmas I must have killed in Colosseum. Who's ready for the return of the Mac? I'm ready for Muck to make a comeback. Especially because it's Grimace. He's serving up some Big Macs. Look at this guy. Probably get over there by running into the wall. I'm sure those are good items in there, but they already gave us Earthquake. So Spheal keeps winning. We've been robbed! Who was that? Who said that? You know, I really don't care if these people got robbed. I'm gonna keep it real. One had like a mohawk, and the other had like a ball. Okay. What kind of food do you imagine leftovers is? What do you imagine leftovers is when Muck's done with it?
Black sludge.
Okay, so someone ran off with all of our shit. I don't remember where the other... I think there was a place... I think it's still a question mark on here. No, we already did the Snag'em hideout. So I think... I'm pretty sure we still haven't finished the Bonsly arc. I think the Bonsly arc is still an ongoing investigation. Oh, wait. We have things we need to do. We need to go to the Pokemon HQ.
Game Freak HQ. Fortress.
It only just now struck me that Swordlock by Mac means Makalov, and I've never deployed Makalov a single time in any game, so I'm excited to have him show up at some point, if I can recruit him. That's my problem. I can never recruit him.
Hello, Red Gym.
Do love the red gym. Okay, let's go ahead and get us... Radiant Dawn Makalov saved your run. Radiant Dawn Makalov is, like, actually good. I don't know if Path of Radiance Makalov is good or not. Although he has given me a lot of money with the red gym. Seal has Surf. And Helping Hand. Okay.
Is that a Master Seal?
Seal seems pretty good for double battle. Okay.
Not so sure about that.
What about Dugong? Seal and Dugong have got to be, like, the least popular Gen 1 Pokemon. Because I'm sure Mr. Mime has his fans, because there's some people that probably just find it so comical that there's, like, actually just, like, a creepy pervert as a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if
just straight up a... Mr. Mime is honestly so out of pocket. I can't believe that that thing exists as a Pokemon. And people talk about things jumping the shark and stuff. Mr. Mime is crazy. I do like Mr. Rhyme, though, when they just made him Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, Big Poppy's back. Terrorizing everything again. Please get away from the keyboard. You're gonna mash buttons. I can't wait for you to get neutered next week. It's a big day for you, buddy. They're gonna chop him right off. Now get away. He has reached his I'm gonna hump pumpkin point, so...
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not good, but... He is, that issue is being disposed of. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Do I want to train up Tangela in... Do I want to like heal Tangela as a party Pokemon, or do I want to do it this way? I'll do it this way for the time being.
So keep
like,
Billy.
Yes.
Yes.
Because look at this. Look at this tempo here we're talking about.
Okay.
Voltorb is actually pretty good at this for some reason.
Because it's a funny ball to play with.
That's got to be the actual like reason. Okay, and then we'll do a little swap there. And then let's see if
I think you could actually make a baller team. Like Galpin, Voltorb, Swinub, Seedot. They're all balls.
we could. Wait, what the fuck? No, I want that. Yeah. I think this is our most optimal that we have.
Yeah.
So I'll put you there, and then... I don't know.
It's Met Ball.
Why not Butterfree? Maybe one day you'll see some combat. We'll put someone else here. Spinarak and Poochyena being worthless. Put a little... Ooh, Poison Barb. That's not bad, but I am a Leftovers fan, so...
Yeah.
Why does this PC song sound like a Mario Party minigame? Man, I miss Mario Party. I'll never play it again, but...
Why?
Unfortunately, I've like reached the point where every person that I know that would have at one point played Mario Party is like... won't do it anymore for self-care reasons.
Wow.
They're like... That game used to be really fun, but I also know it caused me to indulge in a lot of self-destructive tendencies.
I never had that problem, I think.
I don't know. Some people, Mario Party just makes them so angry. Now, what I don't know here is how the shadow Pokemon thing works. Like, it's just walking around, going to my... try to talk to some people. Like, is that going to cause it to work? Or do I have to, like, get into fights? Okay, well, they said Marcia and her whole crew could cover the story, but... we could never finish a game of Mario Party or Monopoly. If you set Mario Party to 50 turns, that shit was never getting finished.
Oh, I finished those.
You did?
I finished those, yeah. I remember people coming to my place just because I had a GameCube in Mario Party.
God,
And
see,
when we played Mario Party, and then oh it's evening, we have to go. Bye.
GameCube Mario Party was just so good. Oh my God, Big Poppy, stop! He just scurried like a rat all the way up the chair to the top of the desk chair. Now he's swiping at my head.
Oh no.
Now I don't remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, usually with the GameCube we'd play Double Dash.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's this one cup that you can unlock where you just do all the tracks. We also played that.
That was a thing in Double Dash?
Yeah, I think so. If you unlocked everything.
I didn't know that. I knew like in the Wii version you could like set it to do all the tracks. Poppy, please. Please stop playing with my hair. Okay, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Let's reassess the situation.
Is there a journal or something?
Is there what?
A journal, a quest log.
I don't think so.
Because I think there's a quest log in Fire Red and Leaf Green.
There is when you press the R button.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did somebody send me like a...
No.
Oh! Ouch. Oh, and then he just walks away too after he just... Full claws. 20 claws just straight down my leg.
Papa has become a wolf lagoose.
Lord Penn says you go to Gadeon Port now, which we're here. Hey, look at that. That looks like plot important. What is this, Final Fantasy 1?
God.
Now that I've beaten Final Fantasies 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, oh, it's not plot important enough to where I can interact with it.
But there's someone looking at it.
Big news! The Robo Kyogre we've been telling you about is finally done. Nice. Well, if it's anything like the robot Groudon, it's gonna explode immediately and kill us while we're inside. Sita Dark Isle. Ooh, scary. So Robo Kyogre is the latest. Oh my god, it's a submersible. We're getting in the sub. Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh no. This is not good. Sounds like the battle against Pfeiffer is entering a critical stage. There is something I would like you to have. Please come to see me on the ground floor of the lab. Isn't this the final dungeon? There ain't no way we're going into the final dungeon at level 30s.
Like, that's when Colosseum started.
Yeah. Yeah, weren't our Pokemon like level 25 and 26 at the beginning of Colosseum?
Yeah. And we shadow Pokemon were level 30 minimum.
You'll know when you're at the final. Yeah, this doesn't feel like we're... Because I think last stream I said, are we about halfway through the game? And people were like, yes. No one would have said yes if we were right next to the final dungeon. Crane. There's Crane. Something I wanted to give you. Final dungeon is really long. Might do maybe some Colosseums anyway. Maybe try the Pyrite Colosseum now that we have a full team once we get Tangela fixed up. Or maybe we'll go do a Mount Battle floor or something, I don't know. Come on, just give me the shit. I don't care, Crane. Shut your fucking mouth and let me open the box. Wow.
Oh,
okay.
that's it?
Yeah, that's it. That was all of that. All of this. You know, if it were Pokemon Colosseum, that would be a big deal. But in this game, that sucks. Pokemon Colosseum has made every single Master Ball so much worse. Let's go check Tangela. Oh, hell yeah. It's like gotten a whole bar.
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah.
That was really quick.
Well, if
Maybe Spearow.
it's got to be the Spearow. Voltorb is going crazy. I think we're going to go ahead and move him in for Billy. So sorry, Billy.
Magneton, yeah.
Ooh, Metal Coat, not so bad.
Is it? It's
I
one
mean-
of those trade items, at least.
Wait, is it? I thought Metal Coat was one that would, like, buff your attack.
It does. And it was Onyx.
Oh, yeah,
It's not
into a
fun.
Steelix.
Yeah, when you trade.
Steelix was a tough Pokemon.
Yeah, unless
Never
you have
used
Water
him.
Gun.
Or any move, because...
Any move that's not physical.
Steelix got to be, like, one of the worst attempts ever to make a bad Pokemon good. So, if Magneton doesn't get, good electric moves, what good Steel-type moves does it get, chat?
It doesn't. Pretty sure it
Come on,
doesn't get
chat.
moves.
Tell me, what good moves does Magneton get? I don't think... Are there
Thunder Wave?
Wait. Are there even Steel-type moves?
Steel Wing, Iron Tail.
Like, do those even exist at this point in the game?
Laron missed Iron Tail against you.
That's right. That is right. A big-time Iron Tail miss. I think we'll just go ahead and... I don't know.
But yeah, I think... Oh, Metal Claw.
I did not want to do
Metal Claw,
new,
Steel Wing, and Iron
but I
Tail.
accidentally clicked new. I'll have to leave.
Oh, damn.
Get me out of this fucking place. I feel like... When did Metal-type moves get good? Like were they good in Gen 2?
They get good.
I feel like some types just have always been good, and others kind of had to be forcibly made
Gen
good.
3 had Meteor Mash from Metagross. That was pretty good. Oh yeah, they were always like okay-ish.
Wait, why is it only letting us go to Area 3? We beat Area 3, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it was Area 2 we didn't beat. We have to beat Area 2. Because the game lets you go to 1, 2, or 3, but you have to beat all of the first 3 to be able to go to 4. So I think we have to do 2. This is so dumb. Wait, why? Just make us start with 1 and then, like, let it go in order, because
Yeah.
like, the EXP we're going to get from this is entirely worthless. I guess I'm just doing it to shave down the shadow bar, but...
Yeah. Well, at least that, I guess. Oh
Did
yeah,
he just say
there's a
something
steel
about
move.
baseball?
Baseball? No.
I'm pretty sure he just said something about baseball. But I was, like, clicking through his dialogue really fast, because I'm not exactly crazy over Chase or Dabble.
Spit that through. Oh yeah, in Gen 9 they introduced this steel move called Make It Rain.
Mega Drain?
Make It Rain.
Oh, Make It Rain! Is it good?
It's like Draco Meteor and steel, kind of.
Good job, Tangela. For killing that little fucking Cyndaquil.
Good.
grounded in the
Jonas Data,
dust.
question mark.
It's still like spring training in baseball is what he said.
Oh, I wonder what he says in German because we're not on baseball at all. But it's probably not documented.
Sid lore. Well, do you think they just kept it as baseball? Is there, what is the German
Probably.
word for baseball?
Baseball.
I love it when words are like that. I mean, Spanish, it's baseball. It's like super close, so.
Yeah.
I love Shadow Rave. I'm glad Tangle is just one-shotting double battles.
Shadow Wave is a tough name.
Shadow Rave is like a crazy name. Like, it's so good. Let's see if it also kills that Whooper. Whopper, 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 Whopper. Did the Whopper ads go to Germany?
Burger King Whopper? Yes.
Okay, so you have seen like the Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper.
I think so, yeah.
Here it became a meme in the US now. It's like the only commercial you see, and like good. And what's the other hand say? Is he doing like a little ooh, Shucky. Do the sailors in this game have the Night of the Hunter good evil tattoos on their hands? Cause I saw the good on the one side, but
Oh.
Shuckle probably survives a Shadow Rave, I'm sure.
Don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know.
Chuckle's not that good.
I mean, Shuckle's defense though is crazy. Look at that.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I love using Shuckle, even though it's always dead weight. Because like the way you make Shuckle good is so hyper specific. And in Gen 2 it being single battles only, it's so hard to set it up. Shuckle ain't got no Riz, dude. Shuckle's got maximum Riz speedy. I resent this accusation against my boy Shuckle. Shuckle is a Riz god. Like Baby Grunk.
Where's my Shadow Shuckle?
Yeah, we have not been able to catch a Shuckle in either of these games. Shuckle is post-game Colosseum. That sucks.
Oh, yeah, get it? Wow.
Because Shuckle would be a pretty cool Pokemon. Yes, we got Sunny Day.
Nice.
Shuckle would be a badass Pokemon to have in a Colosseum. This is the true Pokemon XD experience, by the way, is going through Area 2 of Mount Battle and one-shotting everything and like being completely disengaged from whatever's happening. Because I guess the big issue with us one-shotting everything is that it doesn't let Tangela go into Berserk mode, so it's just making it take longer.
Shuckle, do you have a Shuckle, please?
Hunter Goling? Can we get a Shuckle?
Shuckle would be a very funny Jagan.
If we Shuckle would be a funny Jagan. I wish, you know what I wish we could do? If this game were truly dark and edgy, we would be able to push that last guy off the cliff and steal his Shuckle. And I don't know what it says about me, but if like I got to do that, I would not feel bad about it. I would straight up just kill this guy for his Shuckle. Kill this person. Yes.
Yes.
Push him up. There he goes.
That's a rare Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, it's areas unknown. Where do you catch an area unknown? I know one way to get one is to throw this guy off a cliff and steal that fucking Shuckle. Mr. Shuckle. Kill him. You're gonna leave now to play some Pokemon Colosseum or Pokemon Stadium? Alright, see you, Gregster.
Bye-bye. Ah, yeah, that's on Switch. No.
Yes. Is it 1 or 2?
1.
1. Okay. I'm gonna go grab more tea. I've chucked it down.
Nice. Too bad I can't control the game when you're gone. I bet he's back before this ends. And. Damn, he couldn't make it in time. You think helping hand Shackle would be so good? Yeah, that's exactly Shackle, and Shackle doesn't even have good HP.
Oh.
It's really just defense, so...
What about HP?
I was asking if Shackle only has defense. And yes, only defense and special defense, and not even HP. It's so sad.
Now, if Shuckle had, like, Blissey HP, would Shuckle actually be, like, one of the most annoying Pokemon in history?
It already is annoying, but yeah, probably. Shuckle is min-max, but forgot HP. Yeah.
Because isn't Shuckle's typing, though, it's kind of like the Shedinja thing, like, the typing is really bad. It's, what is it, Bug? Rock?
Yeah.
What?
I guess it's not that bad, but it's not good for a defensive Pokemon.
Yeah, it's also, what is that, 4 times weak to Ice?
No, not Ice. What was it?
Does Shuckle have any 4 times weaknesses?
Oh, can't think of it. But you know what always bugged me even more than Poison being weak to the ground?
What?
Rock not being resisted by Rock. So Shuckle is weak to Rock.
Wait. Oh, because of the bug typing.
Yeah.
Shuckle can never get an evolution because Shuckle with Eviolite would become a demon. What does Eviolite do? Isn't that the one that, like, buffs your stats if you don't evolve?
Yeah, if you don't evolve, you get 50% more defense. So you have like...
Jesus Christ.
So you have like almost 900 defense, I think.
Does Shuckle still have the highest defense of any Pokemon?
I think so. Maybe Mega Aggron has.
Because if Shuckle doesn't have that anymore, then we've really been power creeped. Pumpkin, no! Now it's Pumpkin's turn to get in the way. Where's Moneyball, you coward? Chapter 27 crashes Citra every time I attempt to do it. Specifically Chapter 27. Paralog 3 works, Paralog 14 works. All the Paralogs worked. I messed around with Birthright, or not Birthright, Rev and Conquest. They worked. Specifically Chapter 27 immediately crashes in Birthright. It's really, really sad. I'd feel bad for somebody that was playing it as their first time playing the game and wanted to beat it.
Damn. Stream Citra crashing.
It wasn't even stream. It was like Citra without a stream running was just crashing specifically on that map. Oh, hey, Pumpkin. How's it going? You're really, really in the way right now. I cannot see what's happening. I could barely make out that there's a Wurmple.
Reminder that Wurmple has more attack than Onyx.
Nah, you made that up. You made that up. You're just messing around. That shit's not true. That is not true. A maxed out Eviolite Shuckle would have 838 stat for both defenses. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was wrong. Wurmple doesn't have more attack with Onyx. It ties with Onyx.
Oh. Chat, can you go ahead and can you just tell me is Nin making this up? This has got to be made up, right? No. Yeah, they're saying no, it's not true.
Can someone make a ROM hack with and give Onyx actual stats?
For record, you 100% don't have to beat Mount Battle XD. It gets way stronger than any story trainer by the end. I'm mostly using it right now just to get this Tangela. What the area leader Adolf? What? What? Oh, Elduff. Okay. I was for a second I shuffled the letters there a little bit and I was like, what the fuck? Is this a reference to Kentucky basketball legend Adolph Rupp? Oddish
Probably.
has 5 more attack than Onix. And Oddish literally never... Oddish is a Gen 1 Pokemon with 3 evolutions that doesn't even use its attack stat.
But it's a weed Pokemon.
Was Onix literally designed strictly for the Brock fight?
I think so. I couldn't explain it otherwise.
Because I would assume that they did not anticipate the competitive scene. But, like, if the whole point of Pokemon is that you can use any combination of Pokemon that you want...
Yeah. They also give it like 160 defense or something.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just to prevent people from literally just using tackle and not seeing that there are other moves.
Yeah. That's probably, honestly, all it's there for. I mean, Rock is probably there as the first boss type because they don't want you to just be... They want something to wall your scratch tactics, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're Charmander, just eat fucking shit and die, I guess. Charmander's such a butt starter. Water Pulse. Ooh.
But Onyx is especially so weak that Ember is enough to bring it down easily.
Is Water Pulse worth it on Bollyval here?
Could be.
I don't know if it
else.
learns it, though, naturally.
Oh.
Like, does it learn Water Pulse?
No.
It is not.
It only learns Water Gun.
Okay, so this is 20 more, so that's effectively a plus
It's like
30
Aurora
from
Beam.
stab.
Yeah.
Wow, volleyball's just eating all the TMs. we have to go overtime to give our unevolved stupid Pokemon some he's not done. But we have to work overtime to give it some stuff. Wait, when did Sfeel get Earthquake? Sfeel got Earthquake earlier this stream. I found the Earthquake TM and immediately gave it to Sfeel. Sandslash is weeping? Yeah, well, he's weeping on the bench. Oh my god, that didn't even shave... That only shaved off a bar.
Wow.
I-
Not even.
I need some strong Mount Battle Pokemon, please. Can we go to level 4? Alright, let's see what Area 4 looks like.
Oh, maybe you encounter level 16.
Maybe. Watch Area 4. I saw Drayson saying the... that they jump up, the levels jump up really high. I don't know if it's going to be Area 4 or not. We might roll in here. Oh, they've got lava. They broke the lava out. It might actually get tough now.
Maybe. Possibly.
If this Tentacle's like level 70, I swear to God. Oh, it's just a Tentacool? What the fuck am I worried about? Things are beginning to heat up. Ideally, we two-shot instead of one-shot.
Oh, good. Okay, now Mount Battle's actually something.
We actually want the battles to go on as long as they can. Yes! Oh my god, Ryward is so butt.
It probably lives that, but...
That's
Yeah.
a nice
Red
crit.
Ticker! Not even poisoned. Hail Wave. Beware.
Okay, can you poison things that are not... So can anything... Is the only way for something to not get poisoned is if it resists poison completely, if it's immune to it?
Yeah. Or poison itself. Poison and steel.
Yeah. So you... Poison and steel, because steel's immune. Okay.
Yeah.
The chat has a massive concentration of Luigi PFPs. You got Luigi of the Gods, you got Scuba Luigi, and you got
Oh, yeah.
some guy. There are a lot of Luigis here. I love Luigi. I was very sad. I beat Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars yesterday.
Oh.
And really good game. Missed Luigi, though, in it.
Yeah.
Could have gone for some more Luigi.
You're always picking Luigi in Mario Party.
Yeah, I'm a Luigi Mario Party person. I like Luigi too in Mario Baseball, but I was running villains the whole time against Speedy, so I didn't get the chance.
Wait, was Waluigi in that game.
Yeah, I did use Waluigi for a couple. Have you ever played Mario RPG?
No.
I'd never really played it either.
First the Saga and like the Mario and Luigi games.
Mm-hmm.
And Bowser's Inside Story, which goes very hard.
I recommend Mario RPG to everybody. Probably wait till the remake. I just played it because I got the Steam Deck to run Emu Deck, so it was a emulation adventure. I was on the Nintendo Steam Deck.
Oh. Nintendo Switch Steam Edition.
Yeah. Now I'm playing East 2, my favorite game ever.
I know.
I played East 2 for like 20 minutes this morning before I went to work, and I was like, I cannot believe I just wasted my time before work playing East 2.
Is it that bad?
No, I just got pissed off because I got killed.
Oh, okay. How old is that game?
What, East 2?
Yeah.
Gosh, the original East 2, the original version of East 2 is probably the 80s.
Oh my god.
The Steam version is like a port of the PSP version, though, so...
that actually sounds worse than the original.
Well, it gets you full analog control, so...
Okay.
The East games I've played, East 1, I've played East 8, I don't really like them. Although I like... I don't know, they just not... I don't think they're good, and I get into arguments with Falcom fans all the time, and by that I mean like twice a year. Don't look up how to get the lazy shell items. They will ruin the late game. Yes, they did. They did. I found them.
What do we do?
Because they're they're a pretty free find if you, as long as you remember that one NPC. It's one of them is Mario's strongest equip item, which is like sort of whatever. But it also comes with a piece of armor that causes any character to take only 1 damage from all attacks in the game, including all the attacks from the final boss.
No way.
Yeah, it's essentially infinite defense. The only thing that can go through it is the final boss's insta-kill move. But getting insta-killed in Mario RPG is not that big of a deal because the revives in that game revive you at full health, so it's like whatever. I mean, Mario RPG is a really easy game. Like, it's a beginner RPG. It's an RPG for 10-year-olds. Like, I have no problem with its incredibly low difficulty. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, Peach is super OP. Peach is really broken in that game.
Really?
Yes. Peach is the best character.
By far?
By far.
Wow.
Because Peach is the best healer in the game, in that she's like the only real healer, and also her group heal is just like a full heal to the whole party, and it costs 4 MP in a game where by the end you have like, I don't know, 70 MP.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Again, it's a children's RPG for like people that have never played them before. It's like complaining about Pokemon games being easy. It's like the target audience is not a fucking sweaty 38-year-old man on Reddit. Like that's not who it's for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Grimace Helping Hand.
Oh.
Mallow Slander. I've never played Mario RPG. Mallow is the worst character in the game, which is sad.
Is that why you always only hear about Gino?
Yeah, like on paper, Mallow's not the worst. Bowser's the worst on paper. The problem is that Mallow is like a worse healer than Peach and then also deals worse damage than Bowser and Geno. So it's like, okay, I get that on paper the stats are all worse than Bowser's, but like there's no niche here. Because Mario you can't take out of your party, and Peach is just too good of a healer, so you really are picking between Bowser, Geno, and Mallow for the third spot.
I see.
What do I want? Poison is good on grass, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bowser is the best character in the story, therefore he must be in the party. I used Bowser. My in-game team was Mario, Toadstool, and Bowser. Love Bowser.
Nice.
Bowser is the most fun character. Do what?
Did you play Bowser's Inside Story?
Yes, I did, but I don't remember a ton of it because it's been so long.
Oh. Do you remember when Bowser grew big and you had to like turn VDS horizontal?
Yes! I do remember that. Now that you bring it up, I remember that. Bowser's Inside Story is so fun. Bowser's just such a fun character. I get that he's problematic because he abducts Peach, but like, who cares? He's such a funny character. Such an enjoyable character.
Yeah.
Acid armor. Ugh. Sharply raised defense. That's badass. Get rid of Screech. Screech is crap. 85 accuracy's butt.
Imagine self buffs would have accuracy. Oh wait, that's 55.
Ooh.
Oof.
I did not fight Culex, though, in Mario RPG, the super secret hard boss of the game that's like just a Final Fantasy boss, because the game was developed by Square. Bodybuilder Seller.
Oh! Wait a second. Wait, I
don't
thought
know.
I missed something.
Finally, Grimer on Grimer violence. We have been waiting for this. No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, perfect little Tangela right there. That's what we were looking for. Was it a shadow I already caught? What, the Tangela? Re-downloaded Ni no Kuni today. Very comfy RPG. Have you ever played Ni no Kuni?
No.
I
didn't know.
played the first one, and I've played a few hours of the second one. I don't know if it was
a super trainer.
Do what?
The trainer is called Super Trainer.
Oh, Super Trainer. Super Trainer. The Bikini Bottom Super Trainer.
Okay, so what about Ni no Kuni?
I played the second one for a few hours. I think it was a mistake because for some reason they had it on sale on Steam for like $3. I think someone misentered something because it was only at that price for like a few hours, and I happened to catch it in that window. And you play as the president of the United States of America in Ni no Kuni 2. It's an isekai where you're Joe Biden, basically. So it's pretty fun, but it took up too much memory on my Steam Deck.
Game?
Do what?
Oh, it's a $60 game? I didn't even know.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately, but it's also...
You got it for 95% off.
Yes, it is. Remember, isekai with Joe Biden, though, so it's worth every penny.
Damn.
Okay,
Sounds like Pokemon XP.
This is satisfying. I turned Kecleon into a ghost type. What? Oh, wait, I didn't. It never hit because it's base normal type. For some reason, I kept thinking it was base nothing type. So I guess you can only really do that with Dragon.
Yeah. Damn.
Tankle is still in reverse mode. Did I not cure that? Hell yeah. Uh-oh. Not Grimace. Not Grimace. Okay, that's okay.
That's a great animation, bro.
You gotta play Samurai Showdown 6. It has anime Andrew Jackson. I have no idea what that is.
Me neither.
Joe Biden, but he's got a sword and a gun. Yeah, it's so weird in a JRPG where, like, the first thing the American president does when he gets into Fantasyland is pull out a gun. And it's your long-range option to shoot your little fantasy monsters. You learned about the first game watching Stampy Let's Play it when it was 7. It popped off when it came to Switch. I was in high school when Ni no Kuni 1 came out. And it was like, the fact that Studio Ghibli did all the animation was like kind of a big deal. So I was like super excited for it because that was when I had first, you know, discovered like Ghibli and all that. So to see it in a video game was cool.
Yeah.
I need to play... What's the next... Since East 2 makes me fucking mad, what's the next 90s Super Nintendo era RPG I need to play on Emu Deck? Persona 1?
Secret of Mana?
Secret of Mana would be pretty good, but I have that on Switch. Preferably one I have to, you know, download legally.
You have to dig out of your basement.
Yeah. Secret of Evermore.
I don't think so.
Terranigma. I've heard good things about Terranigma. I know at some point, Nathan, I've got to play Chrono Trigger. But I've got the DS version, so I want to take advantage of the fact that I'm on an Emu Deck high. To play some shit that I have no way of playing otherwise.
It has to be an RPG?
Well, I'm kind of trying to, like, get through. I'm, like, on a kick right now with them. It's like oh shit, have the kind of motivation to get through it. Call me out of reverse mode, please. ActRaiser. Ooh, ActRaiser.
ActRaiser.
Look into the Genesis library for RPGs. I know that the Genesis has got some pretty crazy stuff. You've got... What, is Phantasy Star Genesis?
I think so.
And I know there's... oh god, I've played it. Why am I blanking on it? It's the SRPG series. That was kind of the Sega response to Fire Emblem. Why am I blanking on it? I've played the first one, and it's really fun. Shining Force. Yes, Shining Force.
No, I was looking through my SNES games, and I saw my Japanese FE4 copy that I bought for $3, and I'm regretting it.
Why? $3 is... I wish you could get games from that era for $3 in the US. If FE4 came out in America, that shit would cost like $450 for a loose cartridge.
Probably, like Earthbound or something.
Because, like, Earthbound is like $400. I'm sure Final Fantasy VI is like $200. It might be more, a lot. It might be a lot more now. Is it fake? Asks Jules. But from everything I've heard, like, retro games in Japan are just cheap.
Yeah.
Like, they're just way cheaper than they are in the US.
I've also seen someone buy some boxed Thracia for like $40.
Yeah.
I would not have done that, but I guess that's a good price.
Boxed Thracia for $40. See, like, again, like Radiant Dawn here, loose disc is like $90.
Oh, then I have a lot of money lying around.
Yes. Sell it on American eBay and you'll get yourself some really good money.
Maybe I should.
Is Thracia still expensive? Well, I'm sure there's also a disconnect because you bought it from you bought Genealogy from a game store, right?
Yeah, some second-hand games though.
I am surprised that annoying Americans haven't like gone into game stores and just bought them out and then scalped the shit on American eBay.
Yeah, right.
I guess the problem with that is like, who the fuck is gonna buy a Super Famicom game in the US? Like the market's probably just not there.
I can't remember, but I think they're region locked, but only like the physical form of the cartridge, so you can just cut something off and it fits.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo, yeah, you can do that. You have to pull, like, if you just pull 2 parts out of a Super Nintendo, it's compatible with Super Famicom. Which is really dumb. I support it. That would make me really nervous, though, to try to, like, pull parts out of my Super Nintendo. Have it still work. God, Grimace is so close to evolution. To becoming something far greater. I'm so ready for it. I remember looking through FE Super Famicom cards at a used game store. The biggest highlight was a Japanese copy of Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam. Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam got a Japanese release. That surprises me. It surprises me that got a release, but King Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball did not. I guess the problem with that is the Major League Baseball license. But you think there would have been like some kind of Japanese version just because of the baseball super big in Japan, and
it is.
Junior was a huge star in Japan because he played for the Mariners, who at that time were owned by Nintendo. So you would think. Ghost is also fighting is also immune to Ghost, right?
Yeah. No, it's not. Ghost is immune to fighting.
Okay,
fighting
yes, that's it.
Yeah.
You're so
for some reason.
How did you not buy Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam? Have you ever played Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden?
No.
Do you know what that is?
Of course, no.
No. Okay, because I don't know if is basketball big in Germany? Like,
it's here, but not really.
It's
in
mostly
Germany,
just
soccer is just drowning out everything.
Yeah, I guess
it's crazy. I hate it.
Basketball's probably just a thing in Germany that's like, if you go to like a gym, there's a basketball hoop, or they have them at parks.
Yeah,
I would guess
like
that's
that.
it.
I mean, we have these sports, but nobody talks about them in the news or anything.
Yeah. Okay, so Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam is just like your standard sports game from the 90s arcadey sports game. What's notable about it is that Charles Barkley, who was a big basketball star in the U.S., he became kind of like a meme. In the movie Space Jam. Did you ever see Space Jam?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a scene in it, you might not remember, I don't know, where sad Charles Barkley, after his power has been sucked out of him, after he's been sucked off by the aliens and is no longer good at basketball, he's walking around New York all sad, and then, you know, he goes to a park and there's all these kids playing. And he's like, hey, can I play? And they're like, it's Charles Barkley. Yeah, you can play. But he's getting whooped by these 8-year-olds, and they're like, you're not Charles Barkley. You're just some loser that looks like him. And sad Charles Barkley became a huge meme. And then later, somebody went and made a sequel to Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam called Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. That is a JRPG instead of a sports game.
Oh.
Where Charles Barkley, the plot is that Charles Barkley accidentally unleashes the Chaos Dunk. He dunks so powerfully that it kills everyone in the stadium and causes New York City to become a dystopian hellscape, and all basketball players are being systemically like killed by the U.S. government, and it's up to Charles Barkley to get together a JRPG team to go save the world and basketball from America.
That sounds so tough.
It is a good game. It's really funny. It's
reminds me how Yakuza turned to JRPG.
Yes. And it's a free game too. It's like a yeah. Because like no one, you can't just make a Charles Barkley game and go sell it on Steam. So it's a fan like game that's free.
Oh, wow.
TM42. Let's see what that is. Mega Man sprite game level plot. Maybe Mega Man is a potential game. How close are we to? Fuck, we're still so close, but we're so far. The Mega Man Battle Network games I've never played, but I know they all came out recently.
Yeah, I got the collection.
Yeah,
so good.
You did get the Battle Network collection?
Yeah.
Are they good? Are they worth playing?
I really like them. I really, really like them.
I know they have some really funny dialogue. When does Volleyball evolve? Justin, if you're late to the stream, then I have some news for you about Volleyball. He's already attempted to evolve once, and I let's just say I stopped it. I'm waiting for a good Switch sale. I guess I don't have to wait for anything now that my Nintendo Steam Switch is evolved. Do I have to finish this round of Mount Battle, or can I just like... Oh shit, level 42.
Wait,
what the fuck? What the fuck is this?
That's still easy, but... Oh, strats.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to wait for Switch sales anymore now that I have the Nintendo Steam Deck. That's also the Sega Steam Deck. That really did resist it. Wow. Is it the grass that resists it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said you can just switch Tangela into Earthquake.
Yeah.
Did like nothing.
Look, I'm going to drag this on as far as I can until oh, yes, reverse mode. Perfect. Because Volleyball will be able to kill the living shit out of this Graveler.
Yeah.
I might be able to finish off Tangela, the Shadow Bar, in this fight itself.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Might need one more. Uh-oh. That's super effective on ice. That's so bad.
Oh my god. It's
Please. Yes, it only hit twice. Yes, let's go. Water pulse. Let's go volleyball.
So funny.
Yes.
Easy.
Did I get the more expensive Steam Deck with the better screen? Do the Steam Decks have better screens depending on...
I have no idea.
Because I just got the cheapest one. Because I was looking at the website and it seemed like the only difference was the memory space, and I was like, why would I pay like $150 more for slightly more memory when I could buy a 1 terabyte SD card for like $30? Best one has etched glass or something? Yeah, I don't have the kind of money to be buying like a $700 portable. I got the 64 gig one. Don't even need all that when all I do is Emu Deck. I guess I could finally catch up on the Dreamcast's library. Emulators on the go is actually insane. Like, the only reason I was not a big emulator person before Gyler was because I hate sitting at the computer, and I've never found laptops comfortable.
Yeah, same.
Come on, Tangela. We're like 2 attacks away. Oh, man.
Wow.
We've always wanted one of those Emu handhelds from China, but they're always kind of funky. I have no idea what those are. The expensive one has etched glass for anti-glare. I don't think the screen quality is any different. Maybe I can just install my own etched glass.
Probably.
I mean, if you're good enough, you could probably do it. I would destroy my Steam Deck. I'm not shilling for Steam when I do say this, but like, the Steam Deck is like the only hardware purchase I've made in a long time where I was like, this thing's actually good.
Wow.
I had a horrible pain in the ass setting it up, though.
But at
Honestly,
least you can do a lot of things with it. So.
yeah, the fact that you have access to the whole Steam library and just like every video game ever made for free is pretty nice on a portable. Because like the Emu deck, it's like, gosh, it's like all the Nintendo stuff up through the Wii U on it. And then what else? You've also got, it's got all the Sega systems, except maybe Saturn, because I've heard Saturn emulation's just still a disaster. The Amiga, the Commodore 64, you know, all the classics, the Atari.
Oh, yeah.
Just etch the glass. I'm just going to take my keys and I'm going to scratch the glass in. Etch it really well. You could even get the Switch in there, I think. I think you could, too. Saturn emulation is good now. Have they cracked Saturn emulation now? For a long time, I remember it being bad, but I don't, like, keep up. I've never been, like, I've never been a Sega gamer. I didn't grow up with it, so I wasn't nostalgic for it. So I've never really dug too deep into Sega stuff.
Yeah, same. Maybe I should.
It would probably be worth it. I mean, like, I have the Genesis collection on Switch. It was like $5. It's honestly gross how good that is. That's a good collection because it's got 2 Phantasy Star games on it. It's got Shining Force 1 and 2. Golden Axe. Well, it was on sale. I don't know what its full price is. Actually, I'm going to look that up. Genesis collection Switch. It's $8.99 right now. I don't know what the price would be in Germany. Its full price is $30, but right now it's just... I guess, yeah, I'd recommend that to everybody. If it's on sale to August 21st, it's 70% off. It's like 50 games.
50?
Yeah, it's like the Sonic games, It's mostly... I think it's a lot of the first-party stuff for the Genesis, but... Not Grimace, no! Golden Axe. Altered Beast, I think, was on there, and Altered Beast is badass. That game kicks ass. It's one of those goes on sales constantly collections. I think it's like Castlevania does that too. All right, see you later, Arcrude. You got to work tomorrow, plus a storm is brewing. Yeah, we got tornadoed earlier, very briefly.
Oh no!
It kind of formed, but it never touched down. Golden Axe is a good way to spend a whole 5 minutes. Yeah. A lot of like those games are like completely broken by the fact that like infinite continues / save stage just make them take like 20 minutes to beat. Like Golden Axe, you just beat super fast. But it's a good collection. I think it's worth getting. Did you play... You've played Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, right? I was reminded of that.
No, it was the normal Bloodstained.
Ah. It's good. It's pretty good.
It's good.
I like it more than regular Bloodstained.
Oh, wow.
Nintendo is actually having a sale on some Switch games for the first time. Can't wait to get 30% off ARMS. God. That would be what? How much? 30% off seems to be 18 off, so it'd still be like $42. Oh my god, one day. There's a reason why I just cannot keep up with the Switch library.
Yeah.
So when they're all emulated in 20 years, I'll get caught up. Beat Ritual of the Night, but I haven't beat Curse of the Moon yet because you suck at old school Castlevania. Just play it on casual mode. Classic mode, Curse of the Moon is just annoying as fuck. Like, I don't like it.
Well,
the only difference is that it has limited lives and knockback. God, please bring back...
We talked about knockback.
Yeah, it's... Nintendo Selects were nice, but I think with online, the fact that they can just have stuff on a digital store forever at full price means we're never getting it back. What the fuck is up with how tanky this Ledian is? Lorf Gaming is true.
Defense, and that's the only good thing it has.
This, oh yeah, it just got fucking cooked by that sludge bomb. Please,
What
I
exactly-
beg of you.
Yeah, perfect. What's the collection called exactly? Because I can't find it in the German shop.
The collection is called Sega Genesis Classics.
Yeah, that's actually not available here.
Dang. Well,
Wow.
it's available on Nintendo PC, so...
Yeah.
Or on Sega Genesis PC, but you have to get all
Sega
of them.
Genesis.
Like, it's honestly, even though I can emulate, like, all those old games, I do like owning those collections just for the convenience of them all being, like, on a conveniently placed file for $8.
Yeah, exactly. That's really nice.
The enemy being 10 levels higher would be scary if it wasn't Ledian. Hey, look, Skip Bloom Gaming. Would you please just, like, lower that last bit of the bar, Tangela? I feel like we're getting teased now.
Yeah, I should have worked last battle already.
Yeah.
Oh no. Rose was seated.
Just don't kill Tangela. No. No!
Wow.
That means we gotta go one more of these.
Horrible.
This is awful. All right, get out there, Spock.
Pokemon Sleep is a dystopian game.
Damn, I'm really stuck on what I want to play now that I'm done with Mario RPG. People had some good recommendations for the Super Nintendo, but now I have so many recommendations. Terra Enigma, I think, was one. I'm kind of interested in that because I have no idea what it is because I've never heard of it until someone in chat said Terra Enigma. Or at least maybe I'd read it before, like on a list of like best Super Nintendo games, but I ain't never heard of it. And that makes it exciting. Damn it. Not Zatu, not Zatu. Okay, that's honestly fine. Because Zatu's going to sweep. Terra Slugma. I love Slugma. Did you finish FF6? I did finish Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI is, really fucking good. Like, people were not lying when they say that's one of the best games ever made. Like, it's actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah. Part of why I've been
I hope.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's better than 7. Part of why I've been playing a lot of these 90s games though is because of a video on the 90s that I've not really talked about a whole lot. I don't think I've mentioned it at all publicly. Because it's like a fucking disaster idea of a video that's going to take forever.
Oh.
Because it's a subject that I'm interested in beyond just like here's just like a cool video game. Because basically the idea is like, why did the idea of this video, just to kind of tease it, and I guess this is your first time hearing about it, Nin, so is why are the 90s like considered why are so many games from the 90s considered masterpieces, some of the greatest games ever made? What were the conditions that created that, and what sort of goes into like the myth-making and critical consensus that dominates certain things? Because every art form gets like its era that's like overinflated in the critical reception, and for video games that's the 90s. And I think it's like this perfect storm of, you had a very clear separation between console, handheld, PC, arcade, and they all existed sort of at their heights at that time separately. You had the beginning of the internet. You had the transition from 2D to 3D. You had extreme technological advancement going very fast. The beginning of online discussion forums. And an awareness for the import market. So, like, region-locked games became much more well-known, which I think added to a lot of the mystique. Because if you look, like, Final Fantasy 1 came out in 1990 in the US, and Final Fantasy 9 came out in 2000. And if you compare those two games, that's 11 years. That's the equivalent of 2023 going back to 2012 and looking at games. So I don't think it's just nostalgia. I think it's a lot more complicated than that.
Yeah. Even younger people like these games.
because I looked at IGN's top 500 games of all time and I crunched the numbers. Slightly over 40% of the list is games from the 90s, despite the 90s only being about 25% of the history of modern gaming, which I would put it 1984 to present.
Yeah. Yeah, like with recent games, I feel like, yeah, it actually got worse somehow.
Well, I
mean, there's still very good games. There's still very good games, but it feels like there's a lot of trash too.
Well, there's always been a lot of trash, but I think the mystique's gone.
Yeah, or that.
You can play any game that you want at any time right now because, well, emulation is so easy. There's no difference between consoles and PC anymore. There's just not. Like, we're at the point now where, like, games like Stellaris have console versions now that are pretty comparable to the PC versions. And that was, like, the last bastion of, like, the only in the arcade, or, like, only on PC stuff. And arcades are gone. Arcades are completely gone. So, like, because in one decade, you also have, like, a lot of... In one decade, you have Mario 64, you have Ocarina of Time, you have Doom, Final Fantasy 6 and 7, Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, like, big-time arcade games. So, like, you have a big culture push, culture backlash against video games because of the violence. You have them in all sorts of different places. Like, I think... And also the 90s coincided with the tech boom in general. A lot of optimism around technology. Whereas video games now are just part of everyday life. Everyone has a video game console. We all know what they are. The mystique is gone.
Yeah.
There was this period in the early to mid 90s where every new game was a straight up masterpiece, like Da Vinci level stuff. And I do think to a certain extent that's overinflated, but we're also talking about like 3 years separated, Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
And so you're talking about not just whether or not they're masterpieces is separate from the fact that these are two games sort of at the peak of two different styles coming out 3 years apart. 3 or 4 years apart.
And I think what also plays a big role is that having so many limitations actually made like the games better.
Yeah.
By having the developers think more outside the box and really having to think about what they do before they do it. Like right now you can, like anyone can also make like a simple game, but yeah, it can just be overinflated with ideas or just unnecessary stuff. And earlier developers had to scramble to even have enough space for this stuff.
Yeah, like it was so difficult to even get these games to work.
Yeah, exactly.
1984, this is E.T. Atari Gamer Ratio. Yeah, I only picked 1984, which is, I guess, arbitrary just because that's when the Famicom released as, like, start of modern gaming history. But in the 90s, you had, like, let's think about it. Like, so you had, obviously, the big arcade games, Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat and Doom, also being, like, pretty substantial culturally.
Pokemon.
You have Pokemon that comes out in 96 or 97 in the US. I don't remember. I think it's 96 in Japan. Resident Evil.
On
the PC side of things, you have maybe less cultural impact because PC gaming was harder to get into, but you have like System Shock 2 and Civilization. And there's a true mystique around PC gaming is just not interesting anymore. Like, now that I have a gaming PC, I've really felt like, what's the fucking point of having one? Like, I still get the point, but it's not as cool. If, like, this esoteric piece of hardware was the only way to play, like, Myst or Civilization or System Shock, now it's just like, this is a nice piece of tech that does a lot of things for me, and the fact that it can game is a bonus. But like back then, you know,
back then it was like this cool thing, and now it's just a fact of life.
Yeah, are they still
also,
remaking
like,
this too? I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. Before it
Deus
was like,
Ex.
oh yeah, everything's so mysterious and websites are interesting, and now it's like, wow,
Yeah.
custom website, it's trash.
As Brady points out, Deus Ex. But like the fact that like you could have, you know, the big. I think that's another thing too. Is like games. I think what brought on our current dark age of games. I would say we're in a dark age of games, not on the indie scene, but on like for major developers.
Yeah.
Because I think Drayson says we're starting to pull out of one. I think what got us into one was the convergence of all of the technology. I think the fact that everything unified.
And like, I actually also think loot boxes. Not even joking, just because it made developers or more like publishers more aware how they can make money with games.
The infinite monetization of stuff did not help. I think the fact though that everything converged where consoles were, I think the combination of arcades dying and consoles and PCs converging, and now with the death of handheld games, like mobile games now are just oversaturated with like AI shit and like those terrible ad games. Which just drown out all the good stuff on mobile, because there's a ton of good games on mobile. It's just like they're being drowned out by like all this crap. I think that convergence hurt because it used to be that consoles and PC and handhelds had their own self-sustained brilliant libraries that were all different from one another, which just had this multiplicative effect where like studios couldn't just dump all their money into one game. They had to make good games for Game Boy, good games for PlayStation, good games for PC. Or they had to be hyper-specialized in one. Whereas now, every game is on, you know, the library for the PS5 and the library for the Xbox Series X, and PC libraries are super homogenous now. And Nintendo's brought all of its market onto one platform, so there's no separation between, like, you know, GameCube and Game Boy Advance that we used to have. And I think a byproduct of that is that, what am I looking for at Gate Village? Is that we have more expensive games that need to sell a shitload more, and we have a lot less of them. Technological improvements enabled the open world slurry mode, which feels like a key characteristic of the Dark Age. But I saw someone had like a little opposite take, said that the 2010s was like a silver age. Let me see if I can find it. Someone said it. It wasn't that long ago, but I'm like... Cordy said it. I feel like the 2010s will likely become the silver age to the 90s golden age of the 90s. When games got good, the 2010s when gaming became one of the big industries. I can see that argument. Open world is like complicated because like it's resulted in the homogenization of games, and you have those that like go like Elden Ring that just like, or Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna take Breath of the Wild as the I don't want to be that person, but Dark Souls might have been. Dark Souls was part of the solution to pull us out of the. I think the real bad stretch of games was the 360 and PS3 era. I think that's when it was worse.
You might be right, because I don't remember any of those games.
Like, there are good games on those consoles. Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh yeah. I wish I could play that.
Now that is a hot take. If I had to pick a console generation that is the weakest, it would be 360 PS3 era. But we could sit down, and what makes this a hard argument to make is that, like, okay, Morning Sun restores HP. The amount varies with the weather.
Ingrain is kind of useless.
Yeah, Ingrain is useless here. And I guess Mega Drain would be good for a situation where we don't have sunny day strats going.
Yeah.
Shadow of the Colossus was a PS2 game, Quirt. Not a PS3 game.
Oh, and you're not talking about Nintendo, I guess.
Are you not counting NES and before? I would say I think the modern era of gaming is 84 to present when the Famicom released. Obviously, if you extend backwards, then obviously the Dark Ages is like 80 to 84. Like, that's when it's bad.
Yeah.
That's when it's really bad. I think there are a lot of good games from the PS 3 and 360. Like, I'm not saying those are bad console. I love Gears of War. I like Halo. I don't like Halo 3 as much as a lot of people do, but I really like Halo Reach. What is your name gonna be?
GameCube.
You want me to name the Tangela GameCube?
It has to be same colors.
You know what? Sure. Why not?
Only the most sophisticated gaming experience ever
Perfect.
created by humans.
I never played Halo 3 online, though. I never got into the Halo series until like a couple years ago when I played Master Chief Collection. Why is Josh so quiet? It's quiet because I had to balance the audio for both Nin and the game and the soundboard. It's all coming through one source, and if I was going to sacrifice one being perfectly balanced, it was the soundboard, sadly.
Sorry.
It's okay. Because they all come through desktop. Actually, I might be able to turn the mix on the soundboard up. Let's see if that made it better.
Only the most sophisticated gaming experience ever created by humans.
Might be better. Spherical's probably louder.
Spherical.
Dang. It's just regular audible. It's not destroy your ears audible. You know, the more I think about it, I don't really have a good argument as to why the PS3 and 360 are the worst era. It's just something that I feel in my bones.
I think a thing that might make you feel like that is because the Wii was just drowning out everything else. Kind of. Wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the Wii being like Nintendo's worst lineup also...
Yeah.
Like, the Wii U, I guess, technically had a worse library because they fucking abandoned that console almost immediately.
Yeah.
But I think the Wii being so ass. You think PS4,
Was it?
Xbox...
The Wii was great.
Nah,
What?
the Wii library's got to be like one of the worst libraries pound for pound.
Okay, maybe you're right, but there were very good games on it.
There
Maybe
are
I
very
just
good-
missed all the bad ones.
Look, this is what makes this conversation impossible, is because every console has like the laundry list of really good games you can run down. Because the Wii is... I mean, we don't even need to have the discussion on the Wii, really, because it's like Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. No More Heroes 1 and 2. What else we got? We got Xenoblade Chronicles. You got Radiant Dawn. You've got... You know, there's lots of good games on it.
Yeah, I'm like on IGN's top 25 Wii games right now.
Mhm.
And number 12 is Resident Evil 4, and that actually says a lot.
Yeah. But, I mean,
Well,
that is on... I mean, the Wii shovelware, though, was, like, very prolific comparatively. Like, the Wii's library is gigantic.
they're actually games of German game shows.
Which is...
insane.
I mean, partially it's a product of the success of the Wii. It's hard
Yeah.
to hold that against it because, of course... How many games are on the Wii? Let me look this up.
Too many.
Oh, there's so many. Maybe
I was
more than
thinking-
PS2, and that's saying a lot. Yeah, PS2 has a gigantic library.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think there is a serious argument for PS4 and Xbox One being terrible. But I think that has more to do with the... I think that's the... Because, okay, the PS5 is, for me, the first time where I've ever been like, you know what? The PS6 is going to come out. GameCube and Grimace. The PS5, I'm like... I use that shit, like, way way more as just a Blu-ray player.
Wow.
Because there's nothing there except the Demon Souls remake, which is a remake of a PS3 game. Oh wait, there's also the Last of Us Part 1 remake, which is also on PC, and also a remake of a PS3 game. How could I forget? I think the consolidation of the market towards, like, the Super Console and every library being the same does not help. And then it becomes kind of hard to parse. Like, how do we judge, like, that era compared to, say, something like the PS2, GameCube era where everything was very distinct? It's really hard. PS5 had the issue of 3 years being stalled by COVID. Yeah, and I do think, though, that is kind of the nail in the coffin, though. I think console exclusives are done. Publishers don't want them.
Yeah.
Publishers would really prefer to release stuff. The only publishers that like exclusives are ones that get big-time money. You know, like cut big deals where they make a lot. Or it's Nintendo where they own their own hardware, so it's like a monopoly situation.
Yeah, it feels like when you have a Switch or something on Nintendo console and the PC, you can play everything.
Pin Missile was a big deal in Gen 1, believe it or not. Was that because it was the only bug move that could theoretically do a shitload of damage and psychic types are way OP? I would assume that's why.
In comparative, it's only on Jolteon and only to Executor, and there's no other purpose. Literally just that one matchup, nothing else. Ooh, Golden. Okay, I'm looking at PlayStation console exclusive on PlayStation.com, and it says Inscription in the first line, and Inscription is an indie game for PC.
Ah, they're pulling the console exclusive card, I guess.
So, like, wow. What a lineup.
Also, this is Shadow Pokemon that I literally don't care about catching somehow. Like, this game has overloaded the Shadow Pokemon to the point where I'm just killing them.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
There's no point not to. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, there's another one. Did he really just miss me next Shadow Pokemon? That's so funny. Bug types. Do people like bug types?
Okay, I think I know why I said that those games suck, like the PS3 and 360. I think if you're this is just a weird theory. If you're a big fan of a long-running franchise, the worst console is going to be whatever console irritated you the most. If you love Halo and Gears of War and Metal Gear, the PS3 and 360 era were like badass. But if you're like me and you're big Resident Evil, then you're like, that shit's the fucking worst console I've ever seen in my life. Because Resident Evil 6 is butt cheeks.
But you played it on stream.
I did, and I couldn't even beat it on stream.
I actually played that game with my uncle, which is very funny.
Yeah, it's not good. RE5, okay. I appreciate RE5 a lot more now, but like you really have to
I think it's not an RE game.
It's I mean it is, because it says Resident Evil. You have to play it co-op. If you don't play it co-op, it's not gonna be fun.
Yeah, I thought we said about 6.
I think the argument against the 2010s is the same thing that happened with the movie industry. Everything has to be a mega franchise.
Yeah, actually you're right. Wow.
And so, Bopper, how am I going to let Germa 985 out Resident Evil? Anybody can out Resident Evil me at Resident Evil 5 or 6. I don't care. I think the need for the mega franchise hurt because games had to, one, sell 300 billion copies to be profitable, which is, not good. And so you get everything sort of like drifts towards the same stuff. Like, different developers don't really have a whole lot of different flair at the AAA level. They're all trying to be the same thing.
Yeah.
Because they're all trying to make a bunch of money. And also, like, AAA games take like 5 years to get made now, which is super slow.
Except Pokemon.
Except Pokemon. Now, we can see with Pokemon the sort of opposite. I actually think that Resident Evil is like a great series to look at specifically to see how gaming can sort of save itself in a sense from like its self-inflicted issues. Because Resident Evil is a series that after 4 and then the success of, like, I don't know, Gears of War and Halo and everything started to obsessively pursue, like, being the big action franchise.
Yeah.
And 6, I think 5 and 6 are the two best-selling Resident Evil games, or they were at the time. But they were so hated, and then there's this big gap, and they decided to go backwards, and, like, 7 and 2 Remake and 3 Remake and 8 have all sold worse than 5 and 6. But Capcom has like embraced it because they would rather sell a lot of copies of a game and be well loved instead of selling a shitload and everyone fucking hates your stupid crap. It's better for the long-term sustainability, I think, of a developer that way.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing it with movies, because the movie industry's fucking crashing, not just because of the strikes, which the strikes are obviously taking their toll on studios, which is good. But, like, the fact that, like, a movie can come out and make, like, $600 million and be the biggest bomb in history is remarkable.
It is.
You can't have that. What helped games is that making games is so much easier than making a movie, that the indie scene has become so vibrant. It's really hard to say that that there actually is like a bad era of games, just because I think when we've hit the worst era, the rise of the indie game happened basically side by side.
Yeah. And I guess like console, PC, and indie and Nintendo all evolved in a different way. Right?
Right.
So we're all bad at different times.
Mm-hmm. Morbius flopping twice is the funniest thing ever. Morbius flopping twice is hilarious.
I still don't know what happens to the movie. I could have watched it in my flight to Japan, where I didn't have anything to do, but I decided not to watch it.
I love how
instead.
You literally... you had the choice between watch Morbius and do absolutely nothing, and you chose to do absolutely nothing. That's amazing.
Closing up.
I think it's arguable that RE7 and 8 sold worse than 5 and 6 because 5 and 6 were so bad. I don't think that's really the case, and my evidence for why I don't think 5 and 6 affected the sales of 7 and 8 is, go look at the viewership numbers for, like, NCIS or Young Sheldon. Like, stuff that just sort of survives inside this this is going to sound really mean, but stuff that, like, stuff that caters to culturally irrelevant people. So, like, your middle class frat bros or grandmas, that shit is just gonna be really popular, really successful, and it's not gonna leave any cultural impact. My parents watch Young Sheldon. Like, you can't, it's hard to compare across media But, like, to put this into perspective... I'm gonna look up the ratings for Young Sheldon.
Oh, no.
And I'm gonna look up the ratings for Breaking Bad. Okay, so... Young Sheldon averages a viewership of 7.5 million an episode.
Okay.
For Breaking Bad to even have a single episode top that average, the only time it did it was the final episode of the series.
Wow.
Before the final episode, it topped out around 6 million. And the show was under 2 million for almost every episode except for the season 4 premiere. So, like, Breaking Bad's one of the most influential and culturally relevant shows of the last decade, was still super popular, but also pulled nowhere near the viewership of Young Sheldon. Bazinga, am I right?
You know what's really funny? Like, I
What?
don't watch any series at all, and I know a lot about Breaking Bad, but I've never even heard about Young Sheldon.
So I'm just sitting here and you're like, this is an insane person. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I know it's from Big Bang Theory, probably, but... yeah. Yeah, no, it's like this playing safe, make money thing.
Yeah. Did Breaking Bad have a cultural impact? Yes. Yes, it very much did.
They were cooking something.
Yeah. Because that's what's interesting. It's interesting because, like, I think that's where Capcom was... Like, there's two choices. You either have capital or you have cultural capital. And if you have cultural capital, that often comes with capital. You're going to make a lot of money, but not as much. But you're going to make money forever. And I think that's what Capcom decided to do with Resident Evil.
Yeah. Society. The Joker. How did that do? That movie. I don't know. Did that movie do well?
Joker did really well.
Okay.
I think it's The Flash that just came out as the biggest bomb in movie history.
Oh yeah, I heard about it, but just because it's so bad. I don't even know if it's bad, but it bombed. That's why I know about it.
The Flash could be a nail in a coffin. I don't know what coffin, but The Flash combined with Morbius certainly ends some kind of era. I don't know what it is, but something's ending. Is RE4 Remake better than OG? No, it's not. Not even close. RE4 Remake is good and it's worth playing. It is not the original. It is a lot of very bad Capcom habits in recent Resident Evil just brought to a head. Hello, Becklin.
Hello.
Yeah, Doran, you are right that an episodic show is easier to get into than a serialized one, which obviously helps. But it is interesting, like, you know, you compare how popular, even in episodic shows, you can compare the viewership of, like, I don't know, NCIS to Columbo. And you're going to see, like, a huge difference. Aurora Beam.
Light screen. Ugh.
I watched a video today about how every Resident Evil game after Rev 2 is Diet Rev 2. See, Rev 2 is the Rev 2 is definitely the hipster pick for, like, best Resident Evil game.
Yeah, I can see that. Wasn't that also in the 3DS?
No, that was Rev 1.
Oh, that was just
Rev 2 is weird. It's like an episodic game. Capcom tried to get in, like, on the episodic gaming thing, so it's like $3 apart. I don't think any of them needed remaking except the first game, but RE4 especially does not need a remake. I mean, the only game they made that they've remade that I think needed a remake. was actually none of them. I think Code Veronica and Zero need the remakes.
Yeah, but they just remade popular things, I guess.
Yeah, because someone's got to pay the bills, I guess.
Yeah. Otherwise, why would you remake RE4?
Make a shitload of money. It's not like they made a bad game. RE4 Remake's a very good game, but...
Yeah.
It sort of feels like good with an asterisk, where it's like, this game's really good, but what was the fucking point?
Yeah. They could probably just re-release RE4 again with some quality of life improvements and...
I played RE4 immediately after Remake. It doesn't even need quality of life improvements. It's actually insane how good Resident Evil 4 holds up.
Yeah. Whoa, Raticate. Damn, what a great Pokemon.
You know what console super underrated at its time? And like... is definitely the Sony handhelds. The PSP and the PS Vita are like excellent consoles that just did not get respect at the time.
They got murdered by Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, going up against Nintendo was... It's something of a Pyrrhic victory, I would imagine, for Sony, that like the PSP and PS Vita now are considered to have two of the best libraries in history, where it's like, where the fuck were you 15 years ago, bro? Did the PSP always get respected? I felt like the PSP was like successful, but like it was sort of one of those like, it's like successful because it came along at the right technological time with like the UMDs and the movies and the kind of piggybacking off the success of the PS2, but like its library never got the serious consideration until later.
Yeah,
as far as I
like
know, but I could be wrong.
I didn't know anyone who really liked it at all at that time. Oh yeah, I have a PSP. Oh, okay. Can I play Nintendo DS?
The Vita, I mean, the Vita obliterated itself with its proprietary memory card.
Yeah.
We weren't super tuned into video games at the time of the PSP, but I felt like folks outside of gaming knew of it. PSP was the original Steam Deck, where it was talked more about for its emulating capabilities. Really? I'm sure it was rudimentary, but still. Because, like, one of the things... I'm always shocked every time I look up any video game. You look up any, like, obscure or hard as nuts RPG from the 90s, PSP remake, PSP port. You want to play Persona 1? It's on PSP. You want to play Persona 2? It's on PSP. You want to play all the Trails in the Sky games? Get on PSP. East 1 and 2 remade on PSP. It is, like, Sony, I don't know if it was their intention, but they made, like, the JRPG machines with PSP and Vita. I'm sure a part of them was, like, hell yeah, because the PS1 was, like, the JRPG machine, but... PSP version of Persona 1 ruins the soundtrack. Atlas are cowards. Should I play Persona 1 on PSP? I was this close to downloading it before work today. I was like, fuck school, I'm just going to play Persona 1. But I didn't know which version to get. PSP is where I first saw Mario RPG in action. Oh, that's so fucking insulting to Nintendo, and I love it.
It's so funny.
But can't you emulate the original Persona 1 on PSP? I don't know. I'm just trying to do it on Emu Deck. PS1 emulation's a pain in the ass. Any disc-based emulation sucks ass, and I hate doing it. I hate trying to finding the BIOS are impossible.
Oh god. Yeah. I have trouble digging it out of my basement.
I can't believe they invented school as a reference to Persona 1 hallways. BIOS hunting is easy skill issue. I'm sure it's a skill issue. I'm just not good at it. I can find you a ROM right now. You want a ROM? I get you a ROM. BIOS though? Fuck, I can't. Getting this. No!
Whoa, that was close.
Okay. We almost had an episode. I'm sorry, some guy, but it's not happening. Fortunately, the definitive version of Persona 1 is a theoretical fan translation of the PS1 version that doesn't exist. Isn't the Vita the only console with the girl in P3, or is it also on PC? It's probably on PC
PSP.
now.
Oh yeah, it's on PC actually. Yeah, it is. And
'Cause
it's a
wasn't-
PSP port.
Wasn't Persona 4 Golden PS Vita exclusive for a long time?
I do not know. I got it on PC. Actually, the way I got into Persona was was Joker being in Smash.
My thing is like, at some point, I don't know, like, I played the pixel remasters of all the Final Fantasy games, and then Mario RPG is pretty short. Like, I beat Final Fantasy 6 in like 24, 25 hours, which is like, just because the pixel remaster speed kind of shaves off quite a few hours.
That's good, I guess.
Yeah, it is good. So it's like, when I think of playing 100 hours of a Persona game again, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, this game is so good, but but
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Check it out. Earthquake strats.
nice. Why are these guys such scrubs after Mount Battle?
Mount Battle was the best thing that ever happened to my mindset. That's why you'll never play Persona 5 Royal. Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah. I'm never playing
exactly.
it. They added a whole new social link with this new wife. No, not happening. I do not need... Yeah, but you won. It's got a new waifu in it. It's like, dog, bro, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not trying to rinse up a high schooler. I'm not trying to go to video game prison. Like, get this fucking shit out of here. $60? Kiss my ass.
Maybe I will play it in 10 years.
It's a shame because the last dungeon in P5 Royal is the best in the series.
Damn.
Aren't all the romance options students? Not in Persona 5, they're not. I don't know if they are in the other games, but see, Persona 5's fucked up because you're role-playing as a teenager, but you're playing in real life, you're an adult. So then you're like, you go all Danny Brown. The rapper Danny Brown streamed Persona 5, and it's one of the most unhinged things you will ever see.
What?
Yes. Because he's, first of all, high off his ass the whole time, and he's literally, like, he is the horniest I have ever seen a human being for Kawakami, and he's, like, just going crazy the whole thing.
Wow.
He's like every single scene, he's just like, oh man, Kawakami. For a while, his profile picture, let me actually pull it up, because his profile picture on Twitter was amazing. I'm gonna send it to you in DM. Oh, I'm gonna send it to you on DM, and then I'm gonna open it on on the stream.
Oh my god.
Danny Brown's album Atrocity Exhibition is one of my favorite albums of the last 10 years, and it brings me so much joy that this also was his profile picture on Twitter for a while. Living legend. What a guy.
Legendary, indeed. It doesn't even look too weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't. I think the fact that he made absolutely no effort to actually Photoshop it to look even remotely reasonable helps.
I think that saves it. I think that's the only thing that saves it.
Danny Brown's the best. Anyone who's never listened to Atrocity Exhibition, go listen to it. It will melt your brain. I would not recommend his streams, though. He's unhinged. Reminds me of Andrew Tate's anime waifu arc. The difference is that Andrew Tate was doing that to distract everyone from the fact that he was fucking criminal, whereas Danny Brown is just an odd person. So we stand Danny Brown.
Yeah, that's much, much better.
This is what Sweaty Chekhov was looking at. I'll fight one more guy. I want to fight another guy. Not to be confused with Chris Brown. Very different. Even though they're near each other on alphabetical order. Favorite album is Triple X from Danny Brown. It's a good album. I do like Triple X. But Atrocity Exhibition is just like taking it to a whole other level. I'll never play Persona 4. And thankfully nobody ever asks me to, so it's not so bad.
Hey, I know a good game. It's called
Persona 4?
Colosseum.
What? Was that? Did you say Persona 4 Golden on PlayStation Vita? Now available on Steam?
What?
Excuse what?
Pokemon Colosseum.
Pokemon Colosseum?
Yes.
I want to play Persona 4 Golden on PlayStation Vita. What about P3 remake next year?
Ooh.
100 hours is just such a big ask.
I think I beat Persona 4 in less than 100. I think it was like 70.
Okay, Persona 5 was 125 for me, so I just assumed
Persona
all
5
that
was
long.
just unhinged.
Persona 5, I was like, oh yeah, we get into the end, it's getting good, and then it just doesn't end. And it just keeps going and going and going. Did I play Golden or OG? Anita asks to... Oh, I played OG. For Persona 5. I played it... I was in college when I played it, so it was before Royal came out. Persona 5 being on PS3 freaks me out.
Crazy.
OG took you 125 hours? Yeah, all the hours I didn't spend on Xenoblade 2 got spent on Persona 5.
Yeah, same. I actually also needed like 120 something.
I don't know how you get through that game any faster, honestly.
If you skip everything.
Maybe if you do. I was not skipping stuff. I was reading all them confidants and social links and trying to rizz up the chess lady and...
Yeah.
Persona 5 is basically a PS3 game, but it took so long it became a PS4 game. How long is the Persona 5 speedrun world record? I looked this up once. It's like...
Wasn't it like 8 hours?
Is it that quick? I thought it was like 24. Maybe that's 100% is like 24. Let me look it up. Persona 5 speedrun.
Oh no, 15. Sorry.
Okay, so hard true ending is 15. New Game Plus is just under 12.
New Game Plus. Difficulty easy.
Did they got to do all 15 of those in one sitting for it to count as a speedrun?
Yeah.
Fucking shit.
I think for Breath of the Wild they actually made a rule that you can take like one break.
In what, Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, because it's so long.
I thought Breath of the Wild was a super fast speedrun. Or is this like a category?
Oh,
like
100%. 100%.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Stadium speedrun. Yes, I got sub one day.
So now we know Persona 5 is actually only 15 hours. So us taking 125 was one of the craziest skill issues of all time. The you can do segmented runs for long runs. Okay. Because imagine like trying to get your Persona 5 crazy skips. And you need the right RNG 12 hours in. You're just like, I literally just wasted an entire day. I only get like 30,000 days in my lifetime. It's probably a lot less than that. How many days do you live in a life on average?
I don't want to think about that.
Well, we're about to find out, unfortunately, because I want to know exactly. You get about 30,000. You get about 30. You live to 80. You get about 30,000. And imagine blowing one of those on a Persona 5 speedrun where you get RNG screwed towards the end and have to reset. You're pretty spot on. That's because I'm counting them down. Every day at work, I'm like, please, make it stop. I sank 135 hours into Xenoblade 3, and it honestly doesn't feel that much. Actually, like the side quests for the most part. Part of why the Xenoblade 3 stream series is so, you know what? It'll come back at some point. Let's drop a bite on that Gardevoir. Man, I love Sunny Day. I'm one to talk. You have like 600 hours in 3 houses at this point. Dang. You know, Anita, that's crazy because I'm a Fire Emblem YouTuber, professional Fire Emblem YouTuber. I only have 250 in 3 houses.
Damn.
But you know what the worst part is? I've only beaten it twice.
Well,
I haven't beaten all 4 routes.
me neither. I played Golden Deer, was like, oh yeah, this game is great, put it away, and then someone forced me to play Crimson Flower.
Jeez. I've not done Crimson Flower and I've not done Golden Deer.
Okay, Crimson Flower, meh. Golden Deer, perfect.
Okay, Tangela unironically is like going just straight Insano mode on this game now. Tangela, this is honestly nuts. And also Houndoom is about to just drop a Sunny Day flamethrower on that little Roselia. Oh no!
Man.
My Sunny Day's still active at least.
Yeah, that's, yeah. Remember my special defense comment?
Yes. Oh yeah, it's specifically just the defense that's tanky.
Yeah. My dad's really tanky.
Uh-oh.
Nothing like, oh.
That's okay.
The
Louis about
is
to...
pretty good anyway.
Yeah. Louis about to just drop the most disgusting flamethrower we've ever seen. Maybe should have tried to kill the Gardevoir. This Ice Punch is going to be bad. Oof. Oh, we're getting swept now.
Never mind.
Well, if this flamethrower hits, we're good. Because I'm going to take a big risk by throwing Grimace out here, assuming this flamethrower goes off. No, wait, no, we're paralyzed. Grimace is just going to die anyway for nothing. Because Houndoom won't get to outspeed. Yes.
Easy.
This game's so easy. I mean, did your Blue Lions run? You accidentally deleted your save file just so you got to the time skip. And that's the story of why you got an online membership. Wait. Level 37, is this it?
Yes.
Or is it 38?
No, I think it's 37. Far-fetched.
Yes! Please! 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 Let that little... Yes! Yes!
Damn.
Muck is 38. Damn.
He's 38, oh god. Unreal.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Grimer.
Um,
That's gonna kill.
yeah.
Still 3 Pokemon left somehow. I mean, this is fine because now it's just Perp 6 is just gonna go sweep.
Yeah. Because, yeah, this will be easy.
Shadow Panic.
Wait, does it confuse?
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh, it shoots both.
It confuses both is crazy. Yes!
Easy. What did it say? This game was made for babies.
Yes. No!
Wow.
How did the Sunny Day Stab flamethrower from the really powerful, fully evolved level 38 Pokemon one-shot one of the worst Pokemon in the series? This is fucking bullshit.
Another
My God.
shadow. Wow. Imagine you had infinite Master Balls. You could just one-shot half the boss's teams.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Please, please, please do not hit yourself. Fuck. If this Gardevoir goes, it's not so bad, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
Surfetched makes me want to bust. Damn, QWERTY, that's crazy.
That's one of the best Pokemon ever created.
Alright, volleyball. Get out there.
Earthquake?
Come on, get the fire. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Somehow, Louis has gone through 2 confused paralysis because he's just like that.
He's just that. Oh. Yeah, dragon.
Just kill the fucking Gardevoir, whatever you do.
But I mean, if Louis is gone, you can just freely Earthquake.
Yeah. I mean, but then we're just gonna die, I think.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Gardevoir is gonna outspeed and it's gonna hit us
Okay,
with the thunder.
good. But that's not good, but...
No,
It was the
this,
best
none of
outcome
this is
to win
good.
the battle. It was the best outcome to win the battle.
No, the best outcome would be like
Ouch.
it missed or it didn't kill. That's it.
Wow.
Pack it in.
That's it.
What the fuck is it doing with Thunder Punch? It has Thunder Punch and Ice Punch.
Yeah.
Okay. This stream cannot end on me getting got. That's not happening.
That's not
I don't
happening.
care that I have to go cook a dinner. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay.
Why are we here?
Well, do you want
I'm-
to eat, or
I'm in Monado
we have-
jail.
do you hunger for vengeance?
I hunger for vengeance. As Sweaty Chekhov once said, revenge is a dish best served cold. What do casual coins do for this run? I don't get to eat dinner until I prove my honor. Okay, let's go. Please tell me this location shows up on the map. Please. What a run back. What an absolutely deranged run back. What the fuck do they think this is?
Did Pokemon
Dark Souls
XD hold
2
up?
DLC?
Did Pokemon XD hold up? No.
Because of specifically this final dungeon. Is this actually the final dungeon?
I do not know.
It's got final dungeon energy.
I mean, it has the lava water.
It does.
Lava falls.
When you have lava falls, you know you're getting towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
You know that.
This also has Mount Battle with lava falls, so you never know.
Hey Lois, I haven't seen a run back this far since Seat the Scaleless.
See the scalers.
Okay,
Oh,
what was the
what a
what was the big problem? The big problem was old Gardevoir here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna double bite right from the beginning. Lorvina.
Actually, Flamethrower and Thunderbolt are stronger. No, dude, no. Houndoom is Spider stronger, but Jolteon's Thunderbolt is stronger.
Okay, because Houndoom is still getting stab.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish we could get Crunch.
Right. Oh, wait a second, I'm stupid. You don't have Thunderbolt. So that's
We don't. We have.
whatever. Yeah,
Oh.
that's stupid. Never mind.
This should still. kill, I think. No!
Oh, hey, my bad. My
Oof.
bad. I would just
Wrong
telepathically make that attack miss.
Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. You survive. I think we survive
easy.
these. Because,
Track.
oh, no! Louis is getting all
Actually,
of
no,
the
no, no, no,
steps.
no, no. No,
What?
just, I would say switch Louis out, and Jolteon can just finish Gardevoir, because Jolteon is faster anyway.
Okay, this is true.
And then you can set up a Sunny Day and bring in Louis again after Sunny Day.
See, this is advanced level stuff that I'm just not smart enough on.
You think?
How does Louis only have 100 HP?
Howdom is really frail. Doesn't
like-
look like it. It's true.
I feel like all my Pokemon are pretty frail.
Yeah, except Sphere when it evolve. Oh, it doesn't evolve. Never mind.
Is Gardevoir a femboy? Let's go do an over-under on how many Rule 34 entries there are on Gardevoir.
The Japanese name for Gardevoir is Sir Knight.
Sir Knight?
Yeah. And I don't know if it's true, but I heard that they made Gale because they wanted Gardevoir to be like some more male-ish Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
It's
figured it
kind
was
of crazy.
strictly a response to what
Yeah.
say what happened.
I think so too. 1 billion. Yeah, 1 billion fan art pieces.
1 billion. Okay. Let me close the door real quick. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have seen things now to get this number. You better enjoy playing this fucking game because I've seen some shit. Usually we'd have Speedy Hawk here doing this. What's your guess? Chat, we're gonna Price is Right this. What is your guess without going over? Wait, did you already look it up, man?
Yeah.
Oh, you already looked it up. So chat, you all, what's your Price is Right? Okay, Luigi of the Gods is going 30,000.
Yeah.
200,000 for Quirt, 6,400 on Eric, 13,000 for some guy. Anita refuses to play this game. Honestly, I respect it. The problem now is that I'm too deep. I'm too far in. I'm too far gone. I have to. Okay, people are guessing actually way over. It is 21,000.
Wasn't Darwin kind of close?
Yeah, 21,774.
Yeah, but that's also been I found. Damn. So I think Darwin wins.
Let me just, hopefully it doesn't tank my stream, but I am, gonna quickly scrub my entire Chrome history. So maybe it signs me out and maybe it cancels the stream and ends it prematurely. I don't know, and honestly, I don't really care. There has to be so much lost media, says Clint. Okay, my internet has been purged, and it didn't kill the stream.
Internet has been purged.
Oh, man. Perhaps the archives are incomplete. It's like the burning of the Library of Alexandria.
Um,
You know what's really sad? I've purged my Chrome. I cannot purge my brain
not safe for life.
because I wonder who has the most entries on R34. Well, Doran Brooks, that's a question for you to answer, not for me, because I can't go through this twice. Same thing, Justin. Someone else figure out the answer to this. I'm retired. Now, Clint, are you guessing, or is that, like, actually the answer? Oh, perfect. Nice crit. Oh, no!
Man.
Quart just gave us the answer. Marge Simpson's
Damn.
#1. That's
What?
crazy. Anyway,
Somehow
so...
I doubt that.
So anyway, Pokemon. Altaria, is Altaria good?
Yeah, it's reverse dragon type.
I mean, that's still pretty good though, right?
Yeah.
Altaria gets Dragon
Solar
Breath,
beam. Solar
Aerial
beam's
Ace,
perfect.
Solar Beam. So we could actually double up our Solar Beam strats here, which would be pretty crazy. You know what would be really awesome?
Mm.
If I could just do infinite Master Ball.
Yeah. At
That'd
least
be
this is kind of doable.
That would be so tough.
Magneton Thunder Wave?
So what you're saying is go get Magneton off the bench because he's needed. Cheating is based, in these games especially, Sneaky Cake, cheating is, I would argue, necessary to have anywhere close to a good time. No! If it kills someone here, I'm killing it. That's what's happening. That's the rule.
Okay.
I'm not fighting this fight again. This fight has led us down some dark places. I want to get it gone. How many entries does Perp 6 have? Oh, geez, probably 0. But I'm sure a brave soul in chat can change that. Perp 6. Get Gil on the phone. Hey, Gil, can you draw some Perp 6 art? Perp 6 can't even get love in the fantasy world.
Oh my god. Oh, did we get here?
It wasn't
Yeah.
worth it.
It wasn't worth it.
Mm-mm. Oh, geez. All right, well. I'd say that's it. Now it's time to go make dinner because
Nice.
I'm hungry and I beat the fight that I said I'd beat. 18 and a half hours. Oh my god, this
Damn.
game is long. These games are longer than I thought. Streaming just makes it go by so much faster. What's for dinner?
That was
Detroit
cool.
eat dinner? Tacos. I'm going to go make tacos. I'm going to throw some ground beef on the skillet and then put them in some shells and then put some taco sauce on it. And that's it. It's not very good for you, but it's going to be good.
It's delicious.
White people tacos? White people taco, look. White people tacos, and I say this as a white person, are actually pretty fucking good. If there's one thing white people nail, it is the white person taco. It's pretty good. You're making chicken tacos, but oh, so good. All right. Well, stream was fun. Stream was
Yes.
traumatic for me personally.
The second half of the stream was not... Did we ever talk about the game in the second half, except at the very end?
Yeah, at the very end when you gave me tips.
Yeah,
that is
but
the variance.
between
But between that, no, not really. Yeah. All right. Well. I did not keep
That's
that
wrong.
tab open, Kryptonite. I purged my entire internet, actually. I'll have you know. I did not. I did, Oh, I didn't like what I saw. I just imagine Da Vinci, whoever it is, drawing these sitting there by the canvas, by the moonlight, just going crazy. And I'm like, damn. All right. Well, we'll... I had fun. I don't know if you had. I did not do
did.
incognito mode because I didn't think. Well, next week, Pokemon returns for more Final Dungeon. And,
Moneyball.
no, probably not.
Might.
Moneyball's probably
Very sad.
unless I can fix the Citra issue or get a 3DS with a capture card and then grind the actual physical copy of the game all the way back up. Probably not coming back
No.
for a while. I want to finish it. It was so much work, but
Surprise finish.
yeah,
1 year from now, I call it.
maybe April Fool's Day.
That's an idea.
It is an idea. All right. Well, thank you all for joining. You all were a blast.
Yes.
It was a blast. Next week, Pokemon XD will be back, and then there'll probably be 2 more parts of this, and then Xenoblade Chronicles 3
Yeah.
returns from the dead after 3 months. I'm so excited. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.